What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another day, another episode of the Daily Grind, Thursday edition. I'm your host, TheKingerd, and on today's show, we're going to be talking. We got 3 videos we're going to be watching today. I've got a couple little stories to add to those. We're going to be watching the Star Fox Direct that happened yesterday with Nintendo of America on their channel. We're going to talk about the internet reacts to Star Fox's new look, and we're also going to talk about Nintendo being pressed to raise Switch 2 prices, and we'll talk about the Star Fox total sales and what it means for Nintendo. We're also going to talk about a content creator called Bertii, who talks about Bungie has 47 players per developer. I saw a video yesterday about Smash JT was covering. He does marathon coverage every single day just to shit on the game. That's not what we're doing. We always like to shit on the game, but we have proof of why we're shitting on the game, right? Now, obviously, Smash JT also has proof. But what I'm saying is I like covering the numbers, not really about if I like the game or don't like the game type of stuff, right? So we're going to watch this gentleman's video. Very small content creator. He's got 1.22K subscribers. This video has about 4,000 views on it. It's probably got more views on it because of the other content creators. But he covers the numbers. And we like numbers here. So we're going to watch his video and break that down, and then we're going to show you the marathon numbers. We're going to watch TheKingerd. TheKingerd's got another video called Battlefield 6 is desperately backpedaling. So I know Kingerd loved Battlefield 6 when it came out. He enjoyed it and stuff. And then he stopped playing it. And he goes over, what they're doing, I guess, with the new update that they're bringing in for Season 3. So we're going to cover that as well. If you guys like what we do here, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. We did hit our goal for Friday's stream tomorrow, so I'm a little busy in the morning around like 9 to 10 o'clock, but after that, stream should start around 11 o'clock or so. So around 11 a.m. tomorrow, we will have an extra stream of the Daily Grind, and I do appreciate everyone coming out and supporting that. Super chats are open. You don't have to super chat because we already hit the goal. If you want to super chat, you just super chat. Even though I think you're just super chatting anyway. So I appreciate you for all the support. Sarge says, but backpedaling is still a direction, right? It is a direction. It's not the right direction, but it is a direction. What's going on, chat? What's going on, Aku? Eclipse, Altern, Sarge, good morning. Jesse Mack, Roic, Wonder Rose, Kylo Green, Just Enough, good morning. Thanks for showing up, hanging out with us each and every single day. All right. I've never been a really huge, I played Star Fox. Don't get me wrong. I own Star Fox. All right. I didn't buy the remake of Star Fox. I didn't buy the other remake of Star Fox. I didn't buy the next remake of Star Fox. No, this is the 4th remake, okay, of Star Fox. You would think they could make some other thing of Star Fox except the same thing for system after system after system. We didn't watch this yesterday. We're going to watch this now. This is Nintendo's Star Fox is Direct. Just talking about this. I know nothing except for what I saw that you guys posted inside the thing. I didn't watch the trailer. I didn't watch the Direct. I didn't watch anything. I saw the clips that Dupless put into our Discord about, I was like, what is that? All right, so we're going to watch this. If you guys like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. All the links that we cover today are in the description down below. All right, let's get to it. I'm sure Nintendo will hit me for this down the road.
I'm Shigeru Miyamoto. Last month, we released the Super Mario Galaxy movie, which was enjoyed by many people around the world. To everyone who saw it in theaters, thank you very much. The movie features a certain character who isn't part of the Super Mario series.
Honest, they can just make a show with this style right here. Nah, it's okay, Eclipse. We'll take it out afterwards.
That's right. The main character from the Star Fox series, Fox McCloud, makes an appearance. Now, Fox and his wingmen return in their own Nintendo Switch 2 game. This game is...
Well, it's a remake.
It's called Star Fox. And now, I'll pass it over to Koizumi-san. Koizumi-san.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi. From here on, I will be your host for this presentation. Star Fox.
I always think they should have fun with this. Have the voiceover. Have it like a high pitch voice instead of this guy who's talking right now.
It's based on the Nintendo 64 game Star Fox 64, but the visuals have been completely updated. All of the characters in the game have also been redesigned.
So there's the original Super NES, right? Then there was what, the 3DS? And then there was the N64. And it's all the same game. It's just a remake, a remake for this, a remake for that, a remake for this.
All right, let's take a look.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Eclipse, right? He says, I'm pretty sure there's only been like 3 Star Fox games. The first one, then the 64, then the remake, then the first one, then that one got remade like twice more, including this. Right. No, it was the original. Then it was like the 3DS version of that one remade for the 3DS. Then it was the N64 remake of this, right? Of the original one. And now they're remaking it again of the 64, right? So they upgraded the 64 from the original game and so on and so forth. It's crazy. Can you make it a little bit more like Star Wars? Hey, don't forget Star Fox Adventures from the GameCube. Regardless, Jax, this is the fourth time. They're doing the exact same thing. It's just remade. If I was Nintendo, I don't know why you would do this, right? Just hear me out here for a second. Nintendo is very good at marketing stuff. Very good at marketing stuff. I feel like this is just tossing it and being like, well, here it is. Let's see what the temperature is, right? Because Star Fox has been dormant for years. They could literally do a television show. They could team up with Netflix. They could team up with whatever. Make a TV show series. Put it out there. Get kids liking the show, liking the characters again, because obviously the people that like Star Fox are 35 to 50, okay? Then make a movie that you put in the theaters and then release the game. A new game, not a remake of the game. But maybe that's what they're doing. Maybe they're testing the waters here, seeing what's interested, and then they go for the television. Like, make a television show. Like, what are we doing?
Atmospheric entry complete.
Okay. It looks like a taxidermied fox. It looks like they killed Star Fox, and then they stuffed him, and now they're reanimating him.
Extend the wings. G-diffuser systems check. Sound off, team.
Come on, Warbear.
Slippy here. So far, so good.
This is Peppy. All systems go.
Falco here. G-diffuser seems fine. Let's go already. Enemy targets up ahead. Let's rock and roll.
And at least Nintendo does it correctly. They're showing you gameplay, right? Is this actual gameplay? Okay.
What you're seeing is footage of the game in action.
Beautiful.
While stage layouts have been kept the same, the visuals
What does the fox say?
have received a major upgrade.
Slippy, stay in formation.
Banter between characters is also back.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey
Ron says, I can't wait to play Star Fox on my Project Helix.
on your tail.
Are you going to have time, Ron? Playing Concord and High Guard and Last Flag? Are you going to have time?
Cover me while I fine-tune my sensors. Oh, you got him? Thanks, Fox.
We need your help, Star Fox.
Hey there, General. You seem a little on edge. But as it happens, my team's
This
available
is
to
Fox
deploy
McCloud, leader of the Star.
Blanky says, I showed this to my kids, and one seemed interested. I thought the characters looked creepy. Yeah, the fox looks like he's dead, and they reanimated him by stuffing him in a taxidermist. Like, look at him. He literally looks like he's dead.
Fox Mercenary Squad.
What's going on,
Prep
Bat?
the R-Wings. We've got a job to do, Star Fox. We're gonna take the system back from Androx, one planet at a time.
Falco Lombardi.
How do you not do the animation style stuff? Why do they got to make it like photorealistic?
Is their ace pilot and Fox's rival.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong. If you go back and look at the 64 and stuff like that, this is a huge, huge upgrade. Huge upgrade. But at the same time, it's like, let's go back and tune it down a little bit.
Sounds perfect. There's no way Andros would expect us to launch an assault there. You up for another challenge, Fox?
Scans are showing unidentified energy emanating from within.
Flippy Toad is the team's engineer extraordinaire.
Incredible! Do you realize how rare it is to experience a stable warp channel? Did you see the distortions?
That base is the gateway to the wider system, Fox.
And Peppy Hare.
I agree, Altern. I agree. Right? This is one of those, instances when I don't think you make it realistic. The animation style they had when they were showing the movie about the flashback of him telling his story, that animation style would have been beautiful for a video game or a cartoon. Would have been great.
Is their strategic mastermind and veteran pilot.
Dance into enemy space. Just this. Hit them quick and hit them hard.
The fate of the Lilat system rests squarely on their shoulders. The R.
Yeah, but why not give it an art style, Eclipse? Why not give it an art style like I'm trying to think what was that one? Tango Gameworks? The Tango Gameworks, the music one with that animation style. Like, why don't they do more animated styles? Why are they trying to make everything hyper realistic? You know what I mean?
Wing is a high-performance aerospace fighter piloted by Fox and his crew. It's equipped with a laser.
Hi-Fi Rush, thank you. Like something like a Hi-Fi Rush animation style for this, I think would have been cool.
It can also fire charged shots or launch bombs that cover a wide area. The R-Wing can break.
Man, as a kid, I would have lost my mind if my games looked this good when I was a kid.
Boost. Do a barrel roll to repel enemy fire. And even somersault. Besides the R-Wing, an agile ground assault vehicle called the...
Look, I know I'm giving criticism to the way it looks, but I do think this is cool that people can play this and it's updated graphics that they would have done. I just think the realistic graphics of the characters looks off.
Landmaster. And a modified exploratory submersible called the Blue Marine can also be piloted, depending on the mission.
Impressive work, Star.
The campaign will take you to diverse planets as you seek out the enemy's stronghold to restore peace in the Lilat system. Corneria is a planet teeming with life and the beating heart of the system. Ficina is a frozen planet with most of its surface covered in ice and snow.
Get your own target, Fox.
Solar is the Lilat system's scorching hot second star. And Zoness is a deserted, polluted ocean planet that was stripped of all its natural resources.
Cool your jets, Cat.
There's also an asteroid field to navigate.
Persistent laser tech!
and the inside of a nebula. From planet surfaces to outer space, a variety
It looks good. It looks good, but it's the same game.
of stages await. With free-flying dogfights in all-range mode.
Unit, don't let anything through. That flash.
They're going to turn that into a battle royale.
Massive boss battles. You can look forward to intense air.
I have to show this to my son. He knows who Star Fox is. I wonder if he's interested in this. I'm gonna ask him. I'm gonna show him this and see if he wants it.
Aerial combat.
We did it. All units, disengage.
Depending on the objectives you complete, the number of enemies shot down, and other factors, the route you take through the system may change. Replay stages with a different approach to find ways through that are off the beaten path.
You'd better be right about this, Falco.
I say we trust Falco's instincts.
You worry about your own.
Plenty of new cutscenes have also been added. These include never-before-seen mission briefings between
That's right, Jay Breezy. Instead of people, 100 ships get dropped into a battle royale and you just fight each other.
stages, allowing you to learn more about the characters and the Star Fox universe.
Fall in, team. How are we doing?
You can choose between easy, normal, and expert
What? Difficulty level? Get out of here.
difficulty settings. When playing on easy difficulty, your shield gauge will be longer, and your lasers will remain powered up, making it ideal for novice pilots. In challenge mode, you can replay stages you've already cleared.
Well, that's good.
Complete a variety of objectives that bring new challenges to each mission that you won't find in the campaign.
Defend the Allied fleet. Don't let any of them pass us.
Break through. We'll find out who's coordinating.
Was that a Rock'em Sock'em bot? Looked like it. Looks like a Rock'em Sock'em robot.
Through. We'll find out who's coordinating this attack.
Take on these challenges on either normal or expert difficulty. Battle mode
Battle
puts you in
mode.
4 versus 4 dogfights. Players are split between Team Star Fox and Team Star Wolf. Then compete to...
Here a minute.
Players
Wait a
are
minute.
split...
Is this the pig from Beyond Good and Evil 2? Well, it's nice that he's making an appearance over here. He's like, my game's not done yet. I'm coming over here.
between Team Star Fox and Team Star Wolf. Then compete to earn the most points by clearing missions and taking down foes. You can select from 3 stages, each with its own rule set. Take out opponents and seize control of the zone around the satellite.
It really makes me wonder, because they put Star Fox in the film, obviously we thought there was going to be a new game. Because they're just sitting on this IP that they haven't done with really anything new in decades. Right? So I wonder if they're like, let's just remake the other game. Let's up, right? They might have saw the success of other things that are being remade, and they're like, let's do a remake of this. Test the waters out, right? There was good feedback when the movie came out. People were like, yeah, Star Fox. People in my theater, all the kids like cheered, right? I don't know how they know Star Fox. I'll be honest. Like, I don't even know how my kid knew Star Fox. He's like, yeah, he watched YouTube videos, right? So, like, he knows who Star Fox is. He's never played Star Fox, right? Oh, I know why he knows him. He knows him because of Smash Brothers, right? So they were, like, excited because they saw Star Fox because of, they saw him in Smash Brothers. But they never played the game. So I wonder if this is the test. This is the test of, instead of making a brand new game, they're like, let's just do a remake of the game that we remade before 2 other times. See what the temperature is, and then we'll go from there.
Towers on Corneria.
Star Fox completed the objective.
Collect as many energy crystals as you can while dodging meteorites on Ficina. Or retrieve cargo from space pirates and take it to your base in Sector Y.
Star Fox completed the objective.
You can create private matches with your friends online.
Good luck having 8 friends.
Or match up with random players from around the world.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Making for a variety of ways to join team battles. Plus, if one person has the game, up to 4 players can take to the skies locally with GameShare.
Now that's cool. That's cool. Does this mean I can play it on my Switch 1? Or is it only for Switch 2? Okay, hold on. Nintendo Switch 2 system must initiate GameShare session. Users who receive software via GameShare can only play software during the session in which it was shared. Shared game will not be playable after the session ends. Nintendo Switch Lite plays all games that support handheld mode. So it's not for the old systems. You have to have a Switch 2 to share to the old systems. You can play it on Switch 1, but can you purchase it on Switch 1? Is it only for Switch 2? It streams the game, not run the game. But you can only buy it for Switch 2, correct? I heard the game share is horrible on the Switch 1.
Or online using GameShare via GameChat.
Bro, look at the frames at the bottom of the screen. Look.
Or online using GameShare via...
How can you put that on there, okay, and go, yeah, it looks good. It looks good.
GameChat. By holding your Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse, you can seamlessly swap to mouse-controlled targeting for intuitive aiming and steering.
Slippy, stay in formation.
That is a cool feature on the Switch 2, I have to admit.
Now you've done it, Slippy. Bogey on your tail.
By sharing one of the Joy-Con 2 controllers with a second player, you can split pilot and...
I call this infuriating mode, right? My son's going to make me do this. My son's going to make me do this because my son loves to see me get frustrated when we play with Mario, and he's Mario, and I'm Cappy, or I'm Mario, and he's Cappy, right? This is enrage mode for me because he'll purposely not shoot stuff or not do something just to get me frustrated so he gets to laugh. So this is a mode we'll play.
Gunner duties in co-op.
We're entering Corneria City now. Andros sure has trashed the place.
I'll target the lights on the left. You guys go right.
It's a trap. Take him down. Don't crawl back under your block. A swarm of lowly flies.
It does look good, though. It does look good.
Get ready, team.
But goddamn, does he look like a taxidermed fox?
We're approaching Venom airspace.
What did you think? As you just saw, Fox and Company have a more animal-like design in this game.
If that's what you want to call it.
Reborn exclusively for the Nintendo Switch 2 system, Star Fox launches June 25th. By the way, this game also supports character avatars, which let you
I'm sorry, what?
change your face in game chat to look like a character. Like this. How do I look?
It's novelty. That's interesting.
It doesn't just capture your head movement. But your mouth movement? Blinks.
Well, this is why they're making stuff like this all turn, right? The game chat that nobody uses, by the way. This is why they're like, well, you could be a fox now.
And your eyebrow movement as well. If you have a compatible USB camera, please...
You too can have 5 frames per second at the bottom of your screen with your friends.
Give it a try. When using character avatars to look like a Star Fox character, friends playing other games can also see your new look. This game also supports the Nintendo 64 controller. Those who played the Nintendo 64 version can enjoy controls that feel even closer to the original. Since its debut on the Super Nintendo and
like, bro, look. That's what I played, right? I thought this was the coolest shit in the world when I played this. Look at it. Look at its beautiful visuals. And now here I am at 48 years old, and I'm like looking at this stuff going, yeah, it's okay, right? Like, if I was a kid, if you're a kid today, your mind is blown, but not really, because you're used to all this stuff, right? Right? You don't even know, man. We had this to look at. Where is it? Oh, we're going too far. Right? We had this shit, and I loved it. I was like, man, you see the graphics on this? Mom, look at this. I'm flying a ship. She's like, that's nice, dear.
System. The Star Fox series has had a long legacy on Nintendo platforms. Along that journey, it set out for adventure and joined the battle in the Super Smash Bros. Series. We're grateful that you've continued to support the series for more than 30 years.
You haven't. You haven't done shit with this franchise.
If you've never experienced the series before, we hope you'll give Star Fox a try. Finally, we'll finish this presentation by sharing the game's prologue, which depicts a past battle involving James McCloud, father of the protagonist Fox. Thank you very much.
I would like to see There's a good boy. Who's a good boy?
Come in, Star Fox. This is Corneria Defense Force Headquarters. Do you read?
Loud and clear. James McCloud here, General. Star Fox is on approach to Venom. No indications yet of any suspicious activity. We'll let you know what we find.
Proceed with caution. You're the first to set eyes on that place in years. And thank you for accepting this mission, James. You're the only one I can trust.
General Pepper, do you read me? Something's jamming long-range comms. Stay sharp, team.
Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic.
And we're doing this job for
like, this dude is from Beyond Good and Evil. I'm telling you.
next to nothing? We're supposed to be mercs, not chumps.
There's more at stake here than our bottom line, Pigma.
Yeah, sure.
General Pepper says his people have detected signs of activity on Venom's surface. He's concerned it has something to do with Dr. Andross.
It's been years since Andross was banished here, James. If the atmosphere is poisonous...
All the more reason to figure out what's going on. Dr. Andross made mistakes, and he paid the price for them. But whatever else he is a genius. Maybe he found a way to survive.
Our leader. Such a bleeding heart.
I had my plate of bacon this morning, Ron. I'm not hungry for bacon after looking at him, but I get it.
Where'd they come from?
Defensive formation! Pigma, where are you going?
It's like you told me. I'm getting into formation.
You two-timing swine!
What can I say? My new boss pays better.
Corneria must suffer. Death to all who stand in the way of my vengeance.
Was that Dr. Andross?
Don't let them escape!
A little overkill, isn't it?
I can't shake him.
Hey, Peppy! Catch!
James!
Peppy, are you there? Come in, Peppy. Do you read me? I'm losing altitude. Peppy, you need to get out of here. Warn the...
How did his glasses crack, but the windshield around it did not?
General!
Not without you, James.
That's an order. And Peppy, keep an eye on Fox.
James, no! Oh, well. We've moved on.
3 minutes behind.
It's a trap.
It is a trap. Thank you very much for the $2 super chat. All right. Overall, I think it looks good. I mean, the character models, yeah, a little iffy. Okay. Now, people are giving a little bit of criticism. It says the internet reacts to Star Fox's new look. Okay. I do think the new look is sort of like the Sonic look when they first showed Sonic before they fixed it. I don't think they could fix it here. Maybe they can. Maybe they'll do some AI fixing or something. Okay. It says, are you still recovering from the mental whiplash of Nintendo's surprise Star Fox Direct? I certainly am. The showcase revealing the Star Fox 64 is getting remade yet again showed Nintendo remain the king of getting people buzzing about something they collectively find unimpressive. Okay. It says, while the original is an all-time classic, nothing about the remake showed why Star Fox for the Switch 2 will be indispensable to new players for returning fans. He says that disappointment of the offset by urge of distinct of the new hyper-realistic look of all the characters, including furry icon Fox McCloud. Is this really the most sexless version, creation yet? Is this the remake really DLSS 5 slop fest? Here's what people are saying. Okay, this is the 10th time we've remade Star Fox, and we've become exceedingly proficient at it. Okay, then we have how your emails find me. Then we have me at the start of Direct versus after the Direct. Bro, I'm telling you, make a game like this looking. Make the TV show like this. Like, what are we doing with this? The character models look awful. At least the main character looks awful. It's like, how do we... Like, it's like someone grabbed a dead fox from a taxidermist and we're like, let's model it after this. Instead of making it, like, fun. Like, let's make it creepy. It says, it's 1998. I'm playing Ocarina of Time and Star Fox 64. 2011, playing the same thing. 2026, playing the same thing. All right? Reading your posts. Okay? Are you seeing this, James? According to my instruments, the atmosphere is highly toxic. Look, there you go. Glad Beyond Good and Evil 2, Evil 2 is still in development. This dude looks like he's from Beyond Good and Evil 2. I'm telling you. At least I'm not the only one. Right? From the main Discord I'm in, I'm not a furry, but this is the least fuckable Fox McCloud has ever looked. Yeah, Kotaku must be really pissed. Yep, there you go. Yeah. Yeah, it's that sort of vibe. It is sort of that vibe. DLSS 5 off. DLSS 5 off, DLSS 5 on. That's fantastic. I'm still lightly interested in the game, but holy shit, Star Fox is such a stagnant franchise. Yeah, they just made the same one over and over and over and over. It's like, what are you doing, Nintendo? Star Fox Direct is now available to watch on demand. Okay. So the cherry on top of the Nintendo news cycle is despite every valid complaint and criticism lodged at the company's latest apparent cash grab will be heard in resistant urge of experience of Star Fox 65 on Switch 2. Star Fox 65. While also the game chat's avatars lip sync trash talk during 4v4 dogfights. Nintendo has also been reportedly shipping at least one other N64 era remake this year, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. It's another DLSS 5 looking glow up. I'll riot and buy the game anyway. I don't think this game is going to sell that well. Now, I know Craig in chat has said it's going to sell like hotcakes. I see Max. I said this last night also in the chat of Fake Wizard News. They were talking about it. There's 17 million units of Star Fox. 17 million. I'm sorry, not Star Fox. There's 17 million units of Switch 2 out there. Okay. Now, Mario Kart has sold 14 million of the 17 million, which is just absolutely crazy. To think there's only 17 million Switches out there and Mario Kart has sold 14 million. Now, obviously, there was bundles. Okay. Not 14 million bundles, but there was bundles out there and a lot of people bought the game. Star Fox, the next game after Mario Kart is Donkey Kong at 4 million units. 4 million units of 17 million. Okay. Again, still very impressive. Because this is a remake, if this was a brand new Star Fox, I think you might sell 6 million. 5 to 6 million. Because it's a remake of the same Star Fox that everyone's played before, that are older gamers that are buying the thing, I think this sells max 2 million. 2.2, right? I don't think it sells as well as people think it's going to sell. Because the player base is such a smaller thing. 17 million units for Nintendo Switch, okay? And Star Fox in general hasn't been a big seller. Hence why I think it's dormant for all these years. Okay, so if you look at this, no, that's not it. Right? If you look at this, this is the sales over. As early as 2026, the Star Fox franchise has sold over 17 million units worldwide. The series began in 1993 and is known for pioneering 3D graphics on home consoles with Star Fox 64 in 1997, standing the best-selling entry with over 5 million copies. This is the best it's ever sold, 5 million copies. Okay, Star Fox NES 1993, 8.27 million, including roughly 5.28 million from the NES Classic Edition. Star Fox 64 had 5.07 million. Star Fox Adventures GameCube had 1.82 million. Star Fox 64 3D 3DS 2011 had 1.07 million. Star Fox Assault on GameCube had less than a million, 899,407. Star Fox Command on the DS in 2006 had 456,973. And Star Fox Zero on the Wii U 2016, 442,954. Now, just to put it in perspective, the Wii U, let's look up console sales. All right, console sales of all time. Let's go down to the Wii U. The Wii U sold 13.56 million units, which is 4 million less than the Nintendo Switch 2 as of right now. Okay, so now let's go back to Star Fox, and the Wii U sold 442,954. I think that's about what you're going to get. I'm going to say 2 million, which is well above basically everything but Star Fox 64 because it's on the Nintendo Switch 2. Now, I'm probably way off. I don't think it'll probably even make the 2 million. It'll be somewhere around this. It might make a million. It might make a million based off of this. There's only 17 million units, right? 17 million units of the Switch 2, and it's only on the Switch 2, right? Wii U had 13.56 million, and that's what it sold. So, we'll see. We'll see what happens with Star Fox. Again, I think this is a big test for Nintendo. Obviously, it was a test to see putting him in the movie of Mario Galaxy, right? To see what the interest is. People like him. But are enough people liking him? They're like, do we put enough money into this to make a standalone game, brand new game for Star Fox? Or do we just do a remake yet again to see the test of waters? Now, obviously, it's been done before. And it's done again and again. This is the third time, right? This will be the third remake, fourth game now, of the same thing. We'll see. We'll see what happens with Star Fox. But 2 million, I think my prediction in the beginning is a little too much based on what's out there now. Now, if you had 50 million Switches out there, if you had 60 million Switches out there, or Switch 2s out there, if this was on Switch 1, obviously I think that number would be bigger. But obviously Nintendo doesn't want to put it on the Switch 1. They want to put it on the Switch 2 because they need to make the sales. So we'll see what happens. But these are my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe if you like what I do here. Check out some other videos. Thanks for watching. All right. Now we do have another story of Nintendo here. Right? I love how Insider Gaming is saying that Nintendo is being pressured. Okay. Nintendo's being pressured to raise Switch 2 prices. Go ahead. Oh, how much is Star Fox, by the way? I didn't even ask. How much is Star Fox? Is it $80 or is it $70? Or is it cheaper than that? Jesse Max says 30. How long Nintendo will do shipped to on the consoles if Star Fox doesn't do well as it promised? We don't know what the promise is. 50 digital, 60 physical. All right. 50 digital, which is nice. 60 physical. Yeah. I think I'm going to stick with it. I think it sells definitely less than 2 million. Like, we're talking total. I think when it comes out, it sells less than 1 million. Bat says Steam Machine leak price is $700 USD. Well, that's leaked, right? So, yeah. Alter says, do it. Raise the price. Yeah, go ahead. That's what I'm saying. Go ahead. Do it. Okay? If you guys like what I do, we do this Monday through Thursday from 10 o'clock in the morning till noon Eastern. Nintendo is being pressured to raise the Switch 2 prices. If you like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, become a member as little as $5. Water says, I'll give them 1.4 million. 1.4 million on a remake on a system that's only got 17 million units out there. I mean, I'm not going to disagree with you. I said 2 million. But now, looking at the stats of other consoles in the past, I'm going to go lower than that. So I'm going to say you're about right. 1.4 to under 1 million. All right, so Nintendo Switch 2 is $450, but there are some who want the price to be even higher. Who? Who wants it to be higher? What morons? They're like, you know what? $450 for the Switch 2, you know what? It's just too good of a deal. We should raise the price. Who? Who wants it? In a new report from Bloomberg, investors in the company are worried that the latest Nintendo console is deeply unprofitable. This comes while global component prices continue to rise due to the AI and data centers. Yeah, keep blaming on other things. It's also despite the fact that Nintendo Switch 2 is selling faster than not only the original version, but any other home games machine in history. Remember, 32% down. 32% down in America. But why push to increase prices? In a word, stocks. Over the last 6 months, Nintendo's stock price have fallen 45%. Stock prices rose quickly around the launch of Switch 2, but have fallen back to around the mean that they had been in the last 5 years. There is a worry from investors that the rising costs will simply cut into profits. Mind you, the Switch 2 has sold over 17 million units as of December 31st, 2025. The company reported a year-over-year net profit increase of 51.3% year-over-year. Corporate salute. It's got to keep continuing going up. Will Nintendo raise the Switch 2 prices? Yeah, go ahead. Do it. Go ahead. Raise the price. See how many consoles you sell. The idea of the price increase for the Switch 2 isn't new. Nintendo's president was recently said that the company will carefully consider the matter while taking a comprehensive look at the state of adoption to the platform. Current sales trends, cost, profitability, market environment, and other factors that said that Nintendo doesn't think the license is a component and production costs will have a major impact on the financial performance. That belief will be put on the test when Nintendo announces its year-end earnings on fiscal year of 2026. It's expected that he will ask to address the pricing for the console, whether anything has changed. So when it comes to the question, it isn't anyone's guess. Do you think Nintendo will increase the price of Switch 2? Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Well, it's amazing to me that Nintendo's whole business model was about software sales. They used to lose money on every console sold. They used to lose money on every console sold back in the day. And yet, they made a shit ton of money because they just made games for the platform that they were on. But now, they make profit with each console sold. But the profit is not enough, right? Think about that. The profit's not enough, so now they want to charge more for the console to get more profit from the console, because in their head, they're like, well, yeah, we'll charge more for the console, we'll make more money there, but then you have less people buying the games. It's been about software the entire time. You go back and look at all the sales that Nintendo's done, right? Xbox and PlayStation would kill if one of their games could sell 30 million copies alone, okay? Let alone have 9 games, all break 30 million and more by itself, not including the franchise that they're part of, okay? Each, okay? Xbox, right? God of War total, okay? The entire series is still less than like Mario Kart, the last Mario Kart, not even Worlds, okay? Worlds has got 14 million. And the new system just came out a year ago, right? Nintendo's always been king about the software. They used to make a shit ton of money. That's why the crazy Uncle Nintendo can do whatever they want, right? I got it. Crazy Uncle Nintendo. Right? Crazy Uncle Nintendo made so much money on the software sales. They sold you cardboard, for God's sakes, and people bought it. And now they're like, profit's just not, we have money, but how can we make more money? Just make the games. Make games. Instead of making a remake of Star Fox, what about if you made an actual new Star Fox for the new system? Right? Instead of rehashing the same things, make a new game. It's amazing to me that the shareholders, and not the company itself. This is the problem. This is exactly why we talk about what we talk about, because these companies are absolutely asinine, okay? They're idiots when it comes to stuff like this. Nintendo could undercut. Do you know why the Switch 2, or I'm sorry, the Switch 1 outsold all other consoles last system? Do you know why? It had nothing to do with because of the power. That no one cared about the power. It was all about the software, and the price point of the Switch 1 was low enough where people were like, yeah, $350, that's a steal. And they bought it. And then they bought another one. They bought 2 systems. They bought 3 systems. One for their daughter, one for their son, one for their wife, right? They had multiple systems in the house because the price was low enough. Now they're like, we need to make more money. And now they're going to raise the price. Go ahead, do it. Raise the price from $450. Make it $550. Make it $600, right? Do it. And then let's hear the complaint that there's less people owning the Nintendo Switch. Do it. Make the same games on a more expensive system, not making anything new, not making any software. Go ahead, raise the price for your shareholders, because they're making $100 off of each thing. Now they want to make $200. Even though they're still making money, they want to make more money faster instead of making a better product and making more games and making more money in the long run. They want to do short-term, leave, and move their money to somewhere else. But these are just my thoughts. Let me know yours in the comments section down below. Are you going to buy a Switch 2 now? Because they might be raising the price. It could get more expensive. Or are you going to wait? Are you going to wait for the better deal when the Switch 2 goes up in price? Let me know in the comments section. Let me know in the live chat. Please make sure you share, like, subscribe. And if you like what I do here, check out some of our videos. Thanks for watching. Ron says there's been a lack of first-party software, just like Sony. Yeah, just do remakes. That's what they're doing. We laugh at Xbox, but we're gearing up to adapt to today's climate. Altern says, how many times do we see James McCloud die before it gets boring? The answer is yes. Jesse Mack says the best bet for Nintendo right now is wait until Star Fox does, or see what Star Fox does, and then decide to make an announcement to rise in price or not. If they do it now, they'll hurt them in the long run. Star Fox is not going to be the linchpin that decides if Nintendo Switch 2 is going up in price or not. Star Fox is not going to be a system seller. If you have a system, if you don't have a Switch 2 right now, you're not buying the Switch 2 for Star Fox. There's no way. Waterbear says, where have I heard this before? Oh, I know, Sony. Buy now before the price raises. Meh. I'll wait until it's or $200 less. It's so ridiculous. Do you think Star Fox will sell more or less than Marathon? Ooh, that's a good one. It'll sell less. It'll sell less than Marathon. If it sells more, though. Great segue, though. Thank you, Altern. I appreciate that. We have a good segue to go into the next thing now, which is let's talk Marathon. Okay, let's talk Marathon. Kyle says, I bought a Switch 1 OLED, and it's a dust collector, so I'm stopping myself from getting the Switch 2 because it'll become the same thing. Not if you put the Switch 1 on top of it. Yeah, it's a little smaller, right, than the Switch 2, so it might get dust on the outer edges. Yeah, right now is the best time to buy a Switch 2 before it goes up in price. Like, what the hell are we doing? What are we even doing? Guys, when a product comes out now for the first time, the longer it's in the store, the higher the price goes. What? Make that make sense. All right, we're gonna watch a video of the guy's name, or the channel's name is Bertii. Okay, he's got 1,220 subscribers. Okay. The video is called Bungie has 47 players per developer. He's talking about numbers of Marathon. We love talking about numbers. We love talking about numbers because numbers, for the most part, don't lie. Just the people telling the numbers lie. Okay? But numbers, the maths, when you look at this stuff. So when people defend something and say something is good, but then we show them the numbers, they're like, it doesn't really matter. It does. Right? It does. If this is a single-player game, if Marathon was a single-player game, it doesn't really matter. Sell the game, make your money over time. But this is a live service game. A live service game that costs them a certain amount of money, and they don't have that player base that's making the money back, right? So let's watch this gentleman and talking about numbers. Link in the description down below if you want to go to his channel. Give it a like, give it a sub. Here we go.
Marathon players online right now, Bungie has one developer working on the game. If you think about it like this, that's 47 to 1, and that ratio is the entire story, and once you see it, you just can't unsee it.
I've seen it, and I can't unsee it because I saw it before I saw this video.
Forbes just dropped the number. More than half of the Bungie's 800 developers are now working on Marathon.
Which we covered, right? Paul Tassi said that majority of them moved over. So the split is actually higher on Marathon than it is Destiny 2.
It's 400 plus people on a game with only 20,000 daily peak players. And it's only generating $55 million in total revenue, and it's built on this $250 million budget. I literally personally sat down with a calculator, and the numbers are worse.
Thank you for doing God's work, because I didn't want to sit here and sit down with the calculator and go over the stuff. I just generalized it in my head and then spoke about it.
Anyone is saying. This is the financial breakdown that nobody else is doing because most channels covering this game don't have a finance background. They're guessing.
I don't have a background. I was guessing, but at the same time, I'm pretty fucking close.
And I'm actually doing the math. So about a year ago, the split was 550 on Destiny and 300 on Marathon. That was the public reporting from Jason Schreier. Destiny was the priority and Marathon was just the side project. Today, there's more than 400 on Marathon. The split flipped. Bungie pulled people off Destiny to throw at Marathon, and that's already a story. Destiny 2 fans are watching their game starve while Marathon just eats. You can see it in their content cadence. You can see it in the silence around the next expansion, and you see it in their patch notes that just keep getting.
Destiny 2 update. Yeah, this is the Guardian Games Live. And we saw the Paul Tassi articles talking about how things are broke with the Iron Banner, and they're going to fix it in June. So you got to wait like a month and a half to get to that point to even get the stuff that was already in the game to get fixed.
Smaller and smaller. But that's really not the brutal part. The brutal part is what 400 developers actually cost. You see, Bungie is in Bellevue, Washington. It's right outside Seattle. And
we've covered this.
It's one of the most expensive cities in the country to run a tech company. You got AAA developer salaries there, averaging around $100,000 a year.
That's a little low. It's a little low. I'm going to say about 120.
And you got senior roles that push 150,000.
Okay.
1,000 plus.
That's why I'm saying the average is 120, because you have the 150, you have the 100,000 guys. So the average of the thing is about 120, 125.
Take the conservative number, 400 devs, $100,000 a year average salary. That's $40 million a year, and that's just in salary, and it's just the base price. Now, if we add 30% for the fully loaded costs, benefits, software, servers, HR, rent on a $100,000 square foot building.
They own, but they also put the money up for that.
Sony's overhead, you're literally at a $50 million plus a year at least minimum. And that's just to keep 400 people employed on Marathon. $50 million every year and forever. To run a game that's currently made $55 million total since launch, the annual payroll is basically the entire lifetime revenue. That's not a sustainable business. That's not.
Right. So basically they made enough money to float it for the year, right? Which is not profitable.
Not even close. The math doesn't really just add up to math. Now stack the build cost. You got $250 million to develop. That's Forbes numbers from Paul Tassi, and that's dev only. It doesn't include marketing, doesn't include the anti-rail plagiarism settlement, doesn't include the live ops team building the next year of the content. It doesn't include the server infrastructure. It doesn't include the cost of running customer support. Real total spend, it's got to be close to 350 to 400 million.
Yeah, I would say about 325
by year end, maybe more. I have no idea, but it's high. Marathon needs to clear 9 million copies sold just to break even on the total cost.
We speculated they needed 7 to 10, yeah.
And they're at 1.2 million. That's not a slow start.
That's correct.
That's a 13% completion rate on the goal. Also, by the way, if you want the financial side of gaming that nobody else is breaking down, subscribe. May 13th, Sony earnings, Season 2 launch, the microtransaction squeeze. I'm covering all of it daily.
Oh, wait a minute. Was that the 8th? He said 13th, but here it says
on the goal. Also, by the way,
edit.
if you want the financial side of gaming that nobody else is breaking down, subscribe. May 13th.
May 8th, confirmed by Sony. There you go. So Sony's got their financials. Look, I like it. If this guy is gonna cover math, you know what I mean, and the numbers, we'll watch him more, because I love numbers, man. I love numbers because, again, numbers don't lie. If you can have data points and you can speculate.
Sony earnings, Season 2 launch.
Obviously, until they come out and literally say it, right? And literally say it. It's all speculation until they come out financially and say what they have.
The microtransaction squeeze, I'm covering all of it daily. Back to the math. Here's where things get really dark. Bungie can't just fire 200 people to right-size Marathon. This would be totally brutal. Reputation damage would be even worse, and the people who'd leave first are the ones with actual options, meaning the senior talent that actually makes Marathon work. The mid-level grinders, they're gonna stay, and the senior architects are gonna walk, because that's how every gaming layoff plays out. So if you think about it this way, Bungie's stuck. It's too small to grow Marathon's audience naturally, and it's too big to keep paying 400 people on 20,000 players. There's 3 exits to this. You have,
I don't even think they have 20,000 players, I'll be honest.
Number 1, you have layoffs. Bungie already laid off 100 people in 2023, 220 in 2024, and that's 320 people in 18 months. Round 3 is on the table, and given the math,
what's going on, Jason?
It's probably the most likely path. Number 2 is the free-to-play pivot. Let's drop this $40 price completely.
If they do a free-to-play, what the hell happens to all the people that paid their money? You have to be careful how fast you turn it into free-to-play, right? This is why I think they do the discount, and they've already done a discount, because if you make it free-to-play, you're gonna have people like, why did I pay $40? Now, obviously, if you put in the time and you went over the 2 hours and you played it for 10 hours or 20 hours or 30 hours, right? Unless they do what the consoles do, it's $40 today. But if you wait 6 months, it's going to be $80, right? Maybe they'll start raising the price for video games. I'm just joking there. They're not, though. If they make it free to play, they might have some lawsuits down the road, because people are like, well, you sold me a game that you gave away for free.
Mass market the game, juice player counts. It would work for the player count, but it creates this new problem, is now you're going to have to refund everybody that paid $40.
Compensate them. I don't know about a refund, right? Compensate them, which they would do. They would give them some sort of in-game benefit of the value of what the game was, so they can buy some more skins. That's what they would do. They would do what Fortnite does.
Up front, and if you don't, you're going to deal with lawsuits. But either way, that's tens of millions of dollars in either refunds or legal fees. Then you have
They'll just pop it in. It'll be a write-off, and they just give the money. And if people want their money back, which they can't because they've already played a certain amount of hours in the game, so very few people that actually didn't put enough hours in that played it and were like, I want a refund, either got their refund, or if they're just over and they're like, I didn't like the game and now it's free to play, they might get the refund. But most of the people would just get in-game currency for the microtransactions in the game. That's how these companies work.
Number 3 is you just squeeze the whales, premium cosmetics, battle passes, paid weapon variants, pretty much an Eververse 2.0. The Destiny 2 monetization playbook applied to Marathon. The problem is, Marathon's whales are leaving with the regular players.
Of course they
can't squeeze water from a stone. Also, I wanted to mention that Marvel Spider-Man 2 cost Sony $300 million. Marathon's gonna land in the same neighborhood once you stack the ongoing dev costs. Sony spent blockbuster Spider-Man money on a $20,000 concurrent extraction shooter.
That's right. Listen to what he just said there, right? $300 million for 13 million copies sold. Okay, that number has to make it about 6 to 7 million copies sold, and they make their money back. They've doubled it, basically. Okay,
100 million.
Now you've paid this much money with the marketing, more than marketing, with the actual price of $250, with the marketing, with all the stuff that he said before, and you sold 1.2 million copies at $40, not even at the $70.
Marathon's gonna land in the same neighborhood once you stack the ongoing dev costs. Sony spent blockbuster Spider-Man money on a $20,000 concurrent extraction shooter. The most successful single-player IP they own cost the same as their dying live service shooter. That's not a budget problem, that's a leadership problem. Somebody at Sony or Bungie.
It was Bungie. It's Sony too, but it's Bungie. Bungie has been their own worst enemy over the years because of the people that they have employed at Bungie.
Greenlit a $300 million plus live service game in a very, very niche genre.
Whoever was the person that talked to make the sale to Sony, that's got to be a smooth talker, which was Pete Carson.
In the same year, Concord shut down in 2 weeks after Hyenas got canceled, after X Defiant died, and after Cycle Frontier actually shut down. Every signal said, don't make this. And what happened? Bungie made it anyway, and now the bill is coming due. Sony's Q4 earnings call is May 13th. This is the first time Sony executives have to publicly answer for Marathon to shareholders with actual numbers.
It's going to be very interesting. Not
some Bungie spin on it, and not some Forbes leaks, like real corporate accountability. And there's only 2 scenarios that are going to come out of this. Is that 1, Sony writes down Marathon the way they wrote down Destiny 2. $204 million impairment charge in November 2025. If that happens again...
Okay, Sony takes a $204 million hit as Destiny 2 falls short of expectations, right? We covered this back then. Just putting it out there again.
That's the signal layoffs are coming. Number 2 is Sony defends Marathon publicly, talks about the long-term commitment that buys Bungie more runway, but
I mean, I said they're going to pay, because they paid $3.6 billion, right? $3.6 billion for the Bungie. Sony has a problem. If Concord made it, if other games made it, then they could do something different with this. But because they don't have anything else to fall back on, Concord failed. $400 million bomb. This is a $300 million could-be bomb. Okay? They have to keep giving them money to see if they can keep it going. Keep it consistent. They have to figure out something. Right? Now, Sarge and Water and many of you guys think in 90 days, and I'm not going to argue with that. I think 90 days, they're going to get some layoffs and stuff to happen. But I don't know if they shut down Marathon. I said Marathon would last until the end of this year. Not a full year, but last until the end of this year.
It's not going to change the math. But either way, you're going to find out who Sony actually believes in 17 days. Also, I want to point this out here. I want Marathon to work. I literally put in 150 hours into this game, and I'm running this.
There you go. 150 hours he's put in the game. He likes it. Wait a minute. A person that actually likes the game is actually breaking down logically and telling you that it's not going to make it. He likes it. Do you see the difference? People give me shit, right? I'm not playing the game. I just talk about the data. And obviously the data shows that this game's not going to make it. He's breaking it down and he likes the game. He's got 150 hours into it.
channel because I believe that the gameplay is genuinely peak, but I can read a balance sheet and the balance sheet is screaming right now. 400 devs, 20,000 players, $55 million in revenue, $350 million plus in spend, and a live service game in a niche genre. And it has no clear path to mainstream growth.
Nope.
Bungie's not running out of time, they're running out of the math. And there's no amount of patch notes.
That's a good line. They're not running out of time, they're running out of the math. Right? They can rearrange things all they want for the public, but the math ain't mathin'.
Or mid-season updates or community goodwill that is going to change that. Tomorrow, I'm going to be breaking down what Bungie's 3 exit paths actually look like and which one Sony probably is going to force on them. Subscribe so you don't miss it and drop one in the comments. Which exit do you really think Bungie is going to take? The free-to-play pivot, the layoffs, the microtransaction squeeze?
All of them. All of them. They're going to lay off. They're going to try a free-to-play thing. They're going to try all of this.
And I'm going to pin the best prediction that ages the best. For every 47...
There you go. Give it a like. Give it a sub. Links in the description down below. Okay? Give that a like. We're going to subscribe to him because I want to see what happens. Right? I could cover a bunch of different stuff, but if he's covering specifically the data, the numbers, we'll check it out. Roadkill said Sony didn't pay $400 million for Concord. Most of that was already put in the game. They spent $250 million. It was still a $400 million bomb. I didn't say Sony spent $400 million. I said it was a $400 million bomb. Just launched free Battle Royale mode. The problem with that doesn't... Getting people to come and watch or to play your game is one thing, right? And you have those numbers up, but now they have to spend money. Like, visually, that game is not appealing. Roadkill says, if Sony put me in charge, I would have marathon on the top of the charts in 2 days, turn it into a team deathmatch, battle royale, throw in God of War, Ratchet, and Clank as characters, and we're golden. I don't think that would work. I appreciate that, but I don't think that would work. Kraken says, I have 100 hours, and I can say the same. The marathon that they delivered should be mode inside of something bigger, like a marathon-themed Destiny. They literally could have just taken the mode and put that into Destiny. They literally could have just taken the mode of the extraction and put it into Destiny. Ron says a bomb's a bomb. That's right. He played 150 hours, and now he says Marathon is failing. He is a hater. How dare you implicate Sony in anything negative? The problem is, how do you build up the fan base of that game? Look at the numbers, guys. Look at this. I'll refresh it. Right? It's Thursday. The 24-hour peak is 13,000. 6,000 people right now are playing this game. This is what you call a lost cause. This is just hemorrhaging money. The only reason you would keep this thing running is tax write-offs, other things from the business side to keep it going. Hence why I say they keep it to the end of the year. Wolverine says, once you hit 250 hours, I swear, guys, it gets good. Yeah. Kraken says they also have a massive cheater problem after promising cheating would not be tolerated. They can't even help their most hardcore player base. No, because Kraken, if they get rid of the cheaters, this number goes down even more. They can't get rid of the cheaters. If they get rid of the cheaters, that number drops even lower. They have a problem. Let's just double this number, okay? Which is this number. Double this number, which is 26,000 people on console and PC. What do they do? What would you do if you were Bungie? I don't even know at this point. When you had 100, what was the demo have? The marathon demo had was a beta, right? Do we know the numbers for the Marathon beta? What was it? It was Marathon. That's the deluxe upgrade. Is this it? No. They had what? Double the amount? They had like 184 or 148,000, something like that. 148,000, I think it was. And now they have 88,000. So it was like half. They lost half their player base. Yeah, the open beta. It was like 144,000, right? 147,000, 148,000. And it went down to 88,000, right? That was free to play at that time to try it. Then when it came out, this is what they got. That should have been like a red flag. They were like, oh, shit. Oh, shit. I'm just happy because we know the next step for Sony is dissolving Bungie, which is the only good thing about this generation. 13,000 was peak. Holy hell. They need to keep it open until Fair Games. Oh, God. That's a trick question, though, Z. They got to keep it open until Fair Games, but Fair Games might not even launch. Fair Games is dead on arrival. We know that, right? We all know that, right? Not that we want it to fail. We just know it's dead on arrival. Fair Games is not going to do better than Marathon. It's not. The only reason Marathon did as well as it did is because of Bungie's name. Fair Games is not going to get that luxury. Wolverine says, I don't know. Who really thought the massive Bungie / cheating problem would magically disappear from Trials to Marathon? Yeah, right? Ron says, I'm glad that I'm not the person having to decide Marathon's fate. Ron, did you play Marathon? I know you joke. I don't know if it's real or not when you play Concord or High Guard or Last Flag and stuff like that, but did you play? Yeah, it was 140,000. Fair Games is coming out way before that. It's coming out this year. That'd be funny, though. What if Fair Games is the final reveal at the Game Awards and they don't say anything for a month and a half? Yeah. I was sick when Marathon launched. Like, I had the flu. And let me tell you something. I mean this in the greatest way possible. I was having problems sleeping until I started watching Marathon. And it cured me. It cured me so fast. I fell asleep watching Marathon for that 4 days I was sick. It was beautiful. I was like, I can't fall asleep. Let me watch the Marathon. Passed out. It was so great. Kyle says, I got Marathon for free. Played one round and haven't played since. So wait a minute. How did you get it for free? I have a question. How did you get it for free? Did someone gift it to you? Or because you would be included in this number. We thought these were paid members. So how many people got Marathon? Wait, Kraken said I also got it for free. How did you get it for free? My friend works at Naughty Dog, and he gave me a Steam code. Interesting. Kraken, are you friends with Kylo? Did you get the free code from his friend also? Wait, they gave free codes out from a completely different studio? Oh, I guess it's because it's Sony. Azzacross was doing giveaways. Holy Christ. So this number's skewed. How many people got free codes? How many people got free codes for Marathon? Also on Steam, Kraken? Also on Steam? Mr. Z says, whatever the last reveal is at the Game Awards, they will have to pay Jeff a truckload of cash this year. So you got it on Steam as well. So this number right here. Now I'm taking a small census here, okay? We only have less than 20 people watching the stream right now, and 2 of you got free codes for Marathon. What do you think the odds are that the 88,000 concurrent peak, how many people do you think got free codes? Okay. How many people do you got free codes? I can't have 20 people in chat and 2 of you got free codes. We're not even a Bungie channel, for God's sakes. That's ridiculous, actually, if you think about it. I am thinking about it. I'd say at least 2% are free. Kylo. There's 2% in this stream that got it for free. We have 20 people watching, and 2 of you got it for free. Hey, how many people got codes for free for Marathon? Well, Reed says 1.2 million paid my ass. No, I agree. I don't not believe you, Kraken. I believe that you got it for free. What I'm saying is, what are the odds in my small little channel here that people are watching, randomly talking about Marathon story, and 2 of you got free codes for Marathon, and yet I'm supposed to believe that Marathon sold 1.2 million copies. I'm supposed to believe that 88,337 concurrent players paid $40 for that game. I don't believe that. I can't have 2 people in my stream that got free codes and think that, oh, well, that's all they gave. Just these 2. What do you think? 5,000, 10,000 people got free codes across the internet from content creators and whatnot, from friends that work at Sony. Where they get 5 codes each they could give out to friends. They do it for movie tickets. Jesse Mack says, or people on live watching 2 hours of Twitch and YouTube free codes. Did they do that as well? Bro, no. See, I didn't follow this like this. Kraken says all of them were free codes. The main Destiny streamers, PvP, PvE, once we're all giving them away too. Come on now. I so want to do like investigative reporting to try to figure out how many people actually bought. But I'll be honest, I don't give a shit. It's just fun to kind of like think about this for a second. They've been doing giveaways of Marathon, 50 copies. Who? We're at 30 people now. Anybody else in chat get an actual free code? Do we have 3 people in chat? We have 2. Did we get a 3rd one that got a free code for Marathon? I'm going to need to verify. Make sure you guys check in. So you're telling me 1.38 million people. Let's go with Kylo's, right? Let's say 2%. 2%. Let's just say 2%. Okay. So out of 1 million people, got about 20,000, right? Mr. Z says, tell Lona the issue. He will investigate it. Will he? Is he doing investigative reporting now? Kyle says a 3rd would be insane. I guarantee you somebody got a code. Luke says it's more like 20%. So I just got back. The 24-hour number is really low for this type of game. It may be good, but without a good player base, how can they justify making any new content past what they have already? You talk about Marathon? I mean, we're about to go into Battlefield. We're talking about Battlefield, and we'll talk about the difference between what Battlefield did and what Marathon's doing. The odds that 2 people in chat get free codes out of 30 people max, that's very crazy. Well, it was 20 people. It was 20 people. My friend got 3 codes himself. That's just one guy who works at Sony Studio. If everyone at each studio got 3 codes, there'd be 10 of thousands out there for free. Yeah, no, So when you work at a movie company or a movie studio and stuff like that, you get free tickets. Okay, you can ask for tickets and stuff like that. That's written off. Okay, but that's also included into the ticket sales. When they give it to radio stations and stuff like that, those are free tickets, but those are counted as sales. They write it off and stuff like that. Right? That's part of technically marketing, not sales. Jesse Mack says the streamers were for the ad. This is why who also watched them to get out for free codes. Right. So think about this, right? There's the cost of the actual thing. And because it's digital, it's not costing you anything. So the free codes that you got, that's part of marketing. Sarge says, to be fair, bro, the chat is an in-the-know community. They aren't normies. So I believe your chat would get rare codes. But Sarge, 20 people, 2 of them got codes. How many other people got codes? Come on. That's quite strange. All right. How many of you guys got codes for American Truck Simulator back in the day when it came out? Anybody? 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 It's probably 0. It's probably 0. I got a code. I got a code I got from watching Squirrel, which is a content creator. Anybody else get a code? Waterbird says, I got 10 codes myself because I posted Marathon Steam DB daily. You didn't get any codes. You didn't get any codes. I just have a connect for Sony games. No, I get that. I get that, Kylo. I'm just saying, like, when a game like this is a big budget game, right? They want to get the buzz. They want to put it out. It's amazing. I wonder how many codes they gave out. And again, that's part of the marketing. That's not part of sales. But they take the marketing and they take the copies that they gave away for marketing as sales. This is Peter Pays Paul type of thing. Companies do this shit all the time. Right? I'm gonna give 100 tickets out for free. I paid for them. We count those 100 tickets as sales, but we give away for marketing. I don't really get codes for games. I'm part of testing them a lot, but never get codes. Had to be a bunch so they can also get people in the game. Right, 100%. This is a nice little rabbit hole to go down. I'm not going to go down it besides what we're doing here. But the next thing we're going to watch is we're going to watch TheKingerd's video here of Battlefield 6 is desperately backpedaling. Okay. TheKingerd's a friend of the channel. I like watching TheKingerd's stuff. I think his editing stuff, this is how we found him over 2 years ago now. I know in the beginning he liked Battlefield. I don't know if he still plays Battlefield, but I know he did like it. But let's watch this. If you guys like it, go to his channel, show support, give it a like, give it a sub. If you're not a channel, most of you guys that are already here are probably already subbed to him. So make sure you guys go over to the channel and hit like. Anybody that we watch, we like to at least, credit and give stuff. So it is a new video. I think it came out yesterday. Yeah, it's been out for 18 hours. So make sure you go give it a like. So it recognizes that because we're watching it. Give it a little bit of a push, would you? All right, let's watch Battlefield 6 is desperately backpedaling. All right, here we go.
I know you don't real first game. Don't play it then. I'll play the BR.
You sure about that?
Oh,
yeah, we're what 7 seconds in? He's already got me. God damn you, Kingerd. That's such a great, what a great clip.
I know you don't play it then. I'll play the BR.
You sure about that?
Oh, Battlefield doesn't need a BR. I got news for y'all, man. If this game, BF6, flops, that may be it for Battlefield. It's how I make a lot of my content.
You sure about that?
Oh, man. Oh, God. We made a video of Tim the Tap Man. Can I just have this BR chat? Can I just have this BR? Fucking 2 days later. 2 days. We covered this. 2 days later, the dude never touched it again.
I mean, when the Battle Royale comes out, that's where I'll be super excited and putting a lot of effort into it.
You sure about that?
Battlefield 6 Battle Royale release date. Days before moving to another game. What a great... This is why I love Kingerd's... Okay, I'm gonna say this. Not because I'm friends with Kingerd now. Okay? Kingerd's probably one of the better editors on YouTube. I love his style of editing. Look at this. This is key. This is a key clip. He could have picked any other clip. Okay? But he literally got this guy's face, smug, little face like, yeah. 2 days. 2 days. We made a separate video just on Tim about this. Well, 7 days. That's because he's a Call of Duty guy. He's a Call of Duty guy. And Battlefield 6 is fucking Call of Duty. Dr. Disrespect, there was a Twitch whisper message and an individual minor back in 2017. The answer is yes. Were there real intentions behind these messages? And the answer, absolutely not. These are also casual. This is the little thing that he was talking about. Days before moving on to another game. 2 days. The music, the editing.
Thank you.
Good job, Kingerd. Good job, bud.
For all of the feedback and your passion for Battlefield.
He looks tired, bro. He looks
defeated. He does look defeated. He's just like, I'm just tired, man. 5 years. I'm sorry, 4 years, 5 studios, and he's got his waders on. He's going through a lot of shit.
Worn out.
As part of Season 3, we'll be introducing Battle Royale solos.
Excuse me? What did that just say?
As part of Season 3, we'll be introducing Battle Royale solos.
You guys didn't have
I was just going to say the same thing. Did they not have a solo playlist in Battle Royale? I don't know. I didn't play it. They didn't have a solos? I'm not wearing a watch, by the way. October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, and this comes out this month or June. We are 8 to 9 months from launch of this game, and they didn't have a BR solo.
solos before this? I don't play the Battle Royale, so I wouldn't know. It took you till Season 3 to introduce a solo queue to Battle Royale?
Wait. Ranked play too?
Oh, it took you till Season 3 to introduce a solo
Season 3 feature ranked play
queue to Battle Royale? Oh my God. Your golden goose? That's incredible.
And after we've worked with you to evolve rank play in Battle Royale, we'll deliver the Elite and Open Series.
Red Sect Elite?
Rank play in Battle Royale. We'll deliver.
You didn't even have a ranked mode in Battle Royale? Do you want to talk about numbers being lied to you? Remember, chat, we didn't say this. None of us predicted this. They said themselves that they were going to have 100 million people play the game. Let's go see it. Let's go see that number. 100 million people. I already have it bookmarked. Let's refresh this. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. 100 million. Look at that. 100 million people playing that game. This is RedSec, by the way, when it came in. This was nose diving down, and then they're like, oh, RedSec. And then it was like, nah, we're good. Here's the next expansion or the next one. Play for free. Nobody came back. Here's season 2. Nobody came back. All right, 100 million. 100 million.
The Elite and Open Series.
Who cares?
We've heard your feedback about the kind of map experience you want in Battlefield loud and clear.
What did you get mad about? I missed it.
An Open Series.
Who cares?
We've heard your feedback about the kind of map experience you want in Battlefield loud and clear.
Yeah, new maps. I want new maps in my new Battlefield 6. Do we have new maps? Is there new maps, chat? I don't think there's new maps. I think we have old maps redesigned as new maps.
Play that again.
And listen, we've heard your feedback.
We've been giving you this feedback since before Battlefield 6 came out.
Yep. Battlefield, after Battlefield 1, for Battlefield 5, for Battlefield 2042, and now Battlefield 6. Have you heard the feedback?
Condensed urban areas are fine in moderation, but when so much of the map is taken up by places you can't access.
Jax, did you buy Battlefield 6 when it came out? If you bought Battlefield 6 when it came out, then play it because you already own it. You already spent the money on it and you waited 8 months for it. If you haven't bought it yet, I wouldn't buy it. I wouldn't buy it until they actually are done making the actual game.
Buildings you can't destroy, and the rest is hallway Tetris with hardly any room for flanking or reasonable vehicle maneuvering. I mean, no wonder the COD streamers keep complimenting the fast gameplay. These are just COD maps, just like 2 or 3 of them smushed together. Yep. It makes me shudder to think that apparently only...
There's the launch maps. You have 9 launch maps, and 6 of them were small.
3 out of 9 launch maps are...
Battlefield 1 is a fantastic game. Fantastic game. It was a fantastic game when it came out. And it's still a fantastic game. I recommend Battlefield 1, like, hands down. Right now, go play Battlefield 1. Still full lobbies. Fantastic game.
Going to have open areas for that all-out warfare, vehicle play, squad positioning, and breathing room that Battlefield's supposed to be known for? You knew what kind of maps everyone wanted. The whole first reveal of Battlefield 6 was all you idiots sitting in front of a green screen with a bunch of explosions going on behind you like, this is Battlefield the way it was always meant to be, all-out warfare. You guys knew exactly...
Kingerd's got some anger built up because he bought it and is pissed off about what they're doing. This is me 10 years ago with Battlefield. This is me 10 years ago.
Exactly what we wanted. You just sold us something that wasn't real. Kick rocks, dude. We've heard your feedback. It's almost...
It is. It's like hearing myself from 10, 12 years ago.
Almost a make or break for me. I really don't like the map.
Oh, let me back up here.
Warfare. You guys knew exactly what we wanted. You just sold us something that wasn't real. Kick rocks.
I have a video about that too. It's like a Trojan horse, how they were going to tell you stuff and then not promise stuff, but not follow through. They did it with 3. They did it with 4. They didn't do it with 1. They did it with 5, and they did it with 2042. Do we think after all these years they were going to change? This is how they do it. This is the plan.
Dude, we've heard your feedback. It's almost a make or break for me. I really don't like the maps in this game. I hope that new maps are much better. That's why your game lost 90% of its players. That's why. We were willing to put up with it at launch because there were a couple good maps, but then your post-launch was so dog water that everyone bailed. Play that again.
We've heard your feedback.
That smug PR.
Yeah, Kingerd's like, it's like, you smug little...
Her face. That makes me sick. Me when I lie. My blood pressure's actually high right now. I can't wait for them to say, we saw Kingerd's video and we're gonna listen to you. I can't wait for them to show us all the updates to Battlefield RedSec.
And that is why Season 3 opens with our reimagining of a classic Battlefield 4 map.
There it is. A reimagining with a Battlefield 4 map. Again, Not a new map. What are we doing? What are we doing, EA? 4 studios. You had 5 studios. You closed one down. Now you have 4 studios making it. How are you not making maps? How are we not making maps? Like minimal viable product. I don't care that you're redesigning a map that was in 4 or 3 or Hardline or 1, whatever it is. Okay? Make a new fucking map. There's plenty of places in the world you can put a map in.
You skipped a step. What you said was, we heard your feedback, here's a map. What you meant was, we heard your feedback, realized we're not good enough to come up with a new map on our own, so we're just giving you an old map again.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. This is okay, here's what's happening right now. Are you ready for this, chat? Are you ready for this? TheKingerd is me 12 years ago. This is the final form. This is the final form of a beloved Battlefield guy who, this is like literally my favorite franchise. I love Battlefield. Every single one, except Hardline. Go fuck yourself, Hardline. Okay? Everything about Battlefield I loved. Right? This is the evolution. He's getting to the point where he doesn't give a shit anymore, and this is what happens.
You know what? I'm not even mad about that. If they want to do a Master Chief collection of all of Battlefield's greatest hits, do it. That's fine. I mean, Battlefield 2042 Portal
Yeah, but I was just gonna say, but put it in Portal.
already gave us that anyway, but they're just admitting they don't know what they're doing. You had the best-selling game of 2025.
That's right. They had the best-selling game of 2025, and they're going to rehash game maps from past games.
Game of the franchise.
Which will be the biggest map in Battlefield 6 yet.
I wonder what take that was.
Old map
in Battlefield.
I wonder what take that was when he said that. Because again, doing this for a living, not this, but when I was in the film industry, like the take that he's doing, can you do it again, but give it a little bit more emphasis on the this is the best Battlefield map yet.
2025 best-selling game of the franchise.
Which will be the biggest map in Battlefield 6 yet.
Take 452.
An old map from Battlefield 4 will be the biggest map in Battlefield 6 yet. See, this looks like prime time.
Battlefield 4 map, biggest map in Battlefield 6 yet.
But so did that oil map, and I got screwed on that too. Hopefully they keep this map the same, don't change it. It was good 15 years ago.
This fan favorite has been optimized to match Battlefield 6's visual quality and gameplay. This means we're introducing new cover.
More cover? Did you just...
You know what more cover means, chat, right? More cover means less wide open maps in Battlefield and more tight corridor type of stuff, which makes it feel like, say it with me now, Call of Duty.
New cover, larger aerial spaces, and more opportunities for strategic play when it comes to close quarter combat and long-range engagement.
When I hear more opportunities for strategic play and more cover, what that tells me is shorter sight lines and more tight corners. That's what I hear. We'll see. Battlefield 6 loves its tight lane hallway simulator. Maybe they won't screw this one up. Just leave.
If anything, there needs to be a mixture of tight quarters and wide open stuff. So when you get into the town, there's tight quarters, but then there's wide open spaces and stuff for Battlefield. But that's not what they're doing. Now, obviously, these maps are redesigned. But again, I guarantee you the way they designed them, they're going to cut off certain things because they redid the map. But I guarantee you they cut off certain places to not let you naturally just go about your business. They're going to focus on the points and put the flags close enough to make it feel more condensed, to have the fights happen more, because Battlefield is not about constantly fighting. There's downtime in Battlefield as you're moving to the next location and whatnot.
It alone, make the graphics better if you want to, and you got thumbs up from everybody. This better not be the only map though. Battlefield Studios, would you like a bit of advice? I've given you plenty, but stop everything you're doing and put every single remaining individual you have working for you on map design.
Well said. Like, just stop doing. Don't add guns. Don't add anything else. Add maps.
Do nothing else.
That's right.
Make new maps. Refine the maps you have that suck. If you're not willing to do that, just move on to the next Battlefield.
100% agreed. If you're not willing to make maps for the map game that you've made, okay, then don't bother. Move on to the next one. But you know the problem moving on to the next one is? That they're just going to rehash maps for the new game. Because they don't have time to make the new game because they're not in process long enough. So they have to reuse maps in the past to cut down the actual time it takes to make a game. Remember, they want Battlefield series to be out once a year, starting in 2028, which is just 2 years away.
Because that is the primary problem with this game by far. Yes, there are others, like progression. Yes, you can go back and forth with your audience over things like movement, but none of that matters because your maps suck. That's what turned people away in the first place. Felt too much like COD. We know that's what you wanted. You wanted to make it feel like COD, but guess what all the COD kids did? They didn't stick around because they don't stick around for anything but COD. But if you stray too far away from what your community wants to try and...
This is the video we watched when it came out.
And scoop up the iPad kids like FaZe swag, your fans are going to dip first, then all you're going to have left are players that will absolutely jump ship the second Call of Duty course corrects and put out a game that appeals to them again. You're not going to win the COD crowd, stop trying, and you pissed your fans off, so now you have nobody. Now
they basically Star Wars Battlefield. They Star Wars Battlefield. They pissed off the original Star Wars fans. And now they have nobody. That's what Battlefield has now. They have new people who are like, I like Battlefield. How come no one's playing Battlefield? What's happening?
You have layoffs. Congratulations on that, too. It'll be so ironic that if by trying to replicate COD's success, Battlefield ends up replicating COD's failures, too. Because then you're not retaining anyone from either community. Every map doesn't have...
It's like he's Nostradamus. And it's funny because we're not people that are like Nostradamus. We just see what happens and we say it out loud.
Have to be wide open, but we need more.
No, Disney doesn't own EA yet.
Variety. This map looks amazing. This 15-year-old map looks amazing, doesn't it?
Yeah, the 15-year-old map looks great now.
Open and closed weapons, yeah, they're not going to touch that. They're going to keep letting everyone use everything. And I held out for a while. I finally gave up. I now run an AR and a carbine with my engineer. Because it's like I'm constantly at a disadvantage when everyone else is switching up their equipment and their weapons. And I'm sick of being at a disadvantage. So fine, I'll play ball. Even though I hate it. It is one of the worst decisions they made to the balance of this game. But
which I said they would do because they want it open. They don't want it actually closed. Right? During the beta, they had more, they hit off the closed weapons. They had all the open weapons. And I was like, this is going to kill the game. It's going to kill the game.
I don't care because we got to sell those skins. We saw that most people went back to open weapons whenever they played closed because 99% of the playlists in your game were all open weapons. Of course, they all went back to open weapons.
Now, how did I know that? When just playing the beta that they were going to do this. I literally talked about this. How did I know this? Am I some smart, super educated person? No. I saw what's happening. I'm like, yeah, this is what's going to happen. And here we are. Here we go.
Because the game type they wanted to play didn't have closed weapons unless they went to Portal. Just straight up dishonesty and lying. And they wonder why their player base dropped off a cliff.
We've already begun testing Gold Mud in labs. From sightlines to vehicle balance to time to kill to cover and more. We already have a lot of feedback to get the map ready for Season 3's launch next month.
Why am I not in Battlefield Labs? Put me in, coach. I'm ready. Let me give...
You don't want that, Kingerd. You don't want to be part of labs. You don't want to be part of labs. Then you're just an employee that's not getting paid by them. Don't do it.
Then my feedback. No, I would just use all my time to remind them how stupid of an idea RedSec was. Can I...
Yeah, don't do it. Don't be a Battlefield Labs.
To be so honest, I have no interest in the skins. They don't hit that tactical itch. Yeah, I have no interest either. Nothing in the battle pass or whatever has compelled me to spend money. I spent $70 on the game already. Should have gotten the first battle pass or two for free. Lose the closed weapons, start losing their uniqueness since Battlefield 3, and specifically because you make sure your weapons work 90%.
That's correct. What he just said. Not going to lie. A Battlefield player since Battlefield 2. I think the closed weapons started losing their uniqueness since Battlefield 3, and especially at Battlefield 4, because how you can make shared weapons work 90% of the same.
Well, that's the problem with the design of the weapons.
Yeah.
Stop designing them the same.
Correct. Don't design the weapons that way.
Same. They should be more varied in their damage, their recoil, their effectiveness distance. Bad Company 2 did it best.
Yes. Battlefield 2 did, Bad Company 2 did the best. That's why it's still the best.
Legendary map arise. Cairo Bazaar.
Making another map.
I hate this map.
Battlefield 3's Grand.
I didn't even like this map back then.
Same.
I liked
I didn't like
Battlefield
it.
3 and 4, but I didn't like this map.
Yeah,
This
the
is
map was
it,
bad.
ladies and gentlemen.
I hated this map. You know why I hated this map so much back in the day? Because it reminded me of Call of Duty. I don't play Battlefield games to be Call of Duty reminder.
In a vacuum, that's good. They give us one closer quarters map and one big map, and they put that out together. That's good. It's just the ratio of open to smaller maps, or more confined maps, is already so
it's
out
4
of
to
whack.
1. It's like 4 to 1.
I feel like they need to give us two big ones, not one of each right now. Not yet.
With fierce firefights in tight alleyways.
Right, because that's what everyone has praised you for since the game came out. My God.
We've heard your feedback, and buildings designed for deadly ambushes that highlight our signature destruction.
Is it really the signature destruction anymore?
No. Signature destruction is Levolution now, right? That was the bar where they could destroy things and everything was collapsing and falling, not the animations of buildings falling apart.
When buildings, you can't actually destroy them in this game. You just knock some rubble off a wall, maybe. Is that really Battlefield signature destruction? I don't think so. There's some buildings you can take down in Battlefield 6, but not many. You can topple skyscrapers in RedSec. If only that were in base multiplayer where the people are actually playing.
As well as the beginning of our ranked play experience. We're looking forward to getting your feedback.
Are you going to listen to it, or are you just going to...
No. The word of, I want to get your feedback, meaning, oh, they're going to listen to us. I'm going to go buy the game and help reshape the game. I already own the game. I'm going to go back and play the game. They're going to listen to me. I'm going to play it. I'm going to play it a lot. I'm going to give them the feedback so that way it gets better. No. You want to give feedback? Don't play the game. They'll hear the feedback really, really clear. They'll understand what's happening. They'll be like, wait a minute. No one's playing our game. We have no feedback. The feedback is, we don't like your game. Go make a better one.
I get it. I don't know why, but I just enjoy Battlefield 1 more. I'll tell you why. Because Battlefield 1 has extremely effective immersion.
Battlefield 1 is a fantastic game.
Has good variety in its weapons. The operations mode, which I cannot fathom for the life of me why they removed. Maps that I wouldn't call perfect, but pretty darn close. Because you've got wide open areas with some cover around, and then certain areas where it's appropriate to go into smaller spaces. It's not the entire map. The maps are varied enough to where you can actually be...
Right, there's like cities, there's spread apart areas, there's wide open areas, right? They did a very good job with dabbling stuff across the maps.
Be strategic with your squad versus this game where it's Pac-Man with an assault rifle. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, we're behind him now. It sucks. Yeah, but Battlefield 1, I need to re-download that.
You should. It's fantastic.
In July, Season 4 will arrive.
Ooh, this is a short season. 3 months? No, that's normal, okay.
And with it, we'll now have land, air, and sea balance.
This...
We already bitched about this. Naval combat, finally. Why didn't you have it during the actual start of the game? Aren't they bringing back Wake Island? I remember seeing that, right?
Looks like they're remaking the map. They are.
Okay, yeah. I remember seeing that.
Look at it. A place I haven't seen.
Wake Island. Fantastic map. Way back when.
Remaking the map. They are. Look at it. A place I haven't seen since every other Battlefield game ever. That's fine. I like it. It's a good map. Sure,
yeah,
bring it back. That's fine. We saw it. We know what it is. You know, it's easy to be cynical about all these remade maps, and like, I am. But at the same time, the map front is such a disaster in the game right now. Honestly, anything's better than...
I was just going to say. I was just going to say what he said, right? Don't get me wrong. I love the map designs in the past, and I'm not playing this one now, but there's no maps now. So obviously, if they give you good maps from the past and bring them forward to this game, you're going to be like, all right, well, I'll give it a shot, right? Because a starved animal will take anything from your hand.
we have. So that's 3 remade maps in 3 months. Oh, that's new. That's new. That's different. That's not Wake Island. What is that? What's a water?
You'll experience a new naval-focused map called Sul Reef, even larger than Goldman, with gigantic air and sea space.
An actual new map? An actual new map? When does that come out?
That will begin testing in labs soon.
We've heard of several features
It's not coming out anytime soon.
you'd like to see in Battlefield 6 and RedSec.
Oh, have you?
Plan on bringing these to you this year to make sure Battlefield rewards your passion for the series.
I think he plays on PC. I don't know if he's got it for console. I'll ask him, though.
To make sure Battlefield rewards your passion for the series. Shouldn't you have done that already? Reward my $70. How about that? I did feel rewarded for my $70 the first couple weeks of Battlefield 6, and once I realized there were only like 2 maps I actually wanted to stay on in that game, it died for me quick.
Today, I can confirm a server browser with persistent servers to give you even more options to host and play your preferred experiences.
What? Giving us a server browser? We have one.
Nope.
Server
browser. The server browser in the game now is once you're done with the match, they kick you out. You gotta go find a different one. There's no server browser. So, like for instance, if I wanted to do just one map over and over again, or just 3 maps and not the shitty maps I don't care about, that's what they're doing. Finally, 8 months, maybe 9 months. By the time it actually comes out, 10 months, almost a year later.
Browser with persistent servers to
consistent servers, right? Because when you pick something in the server browser, it just throws you in whatever after that. Where was it at launch? I don't know. Reminder:
it was in every other game before, but they couldn't get it into this launch. Reasons? Because they wanted you to play their shitty maps that they're redoing.
They have 4 times more employees than Pearl Abyss. I'm starting to think Pearl Abyss is using AI, bro. I don't know.
Wait a minute, they have 4 times the amount?
They have 4 times more employees than Pearl Abyss.
5 studios at the beginning, 4 studios now, making 1 game. And they still can't do it.
I'm starting to think Pearl Abyss is using AI, bro. I don't know if I think that little of the industry, or if they're just that good at what they do. I'm suspecting that Pearl Abyss is using AI in their development. Proximity chat, was that not in the game already?
Which gives you...
No, it wasn't. And you know what? Nobody gives a shit about the proximity chat. They're just getting on the proximity chat wagon.
Even more ways to communicate with your squad, and the ability to eavesdrop on enemies to make...
They're adding proximity chat because of Arc Raiders is...
It's exactly right, Kingerd. It's exactly right. They're doing it because they're like, how do we get that TikTok crowd? How do we get the people to come back to the game? I know. Arc Raiders has got these moments to happen. Maybe we can make that happen in there. That's brilliant, Ted.
Viral clips is why they're doing that. It's too late, guys. It's too late. I mean, sure, put it in the game, but it's too late, man.
We're also dedicated to doing a rework pass on 2 maps, New Sobek and Blackwolf.
And they're going back to rework 2 of their maps. Their shitty maps that told you were awesome when they came out.
As a holiday surprise, we'll be dropping a 3rd map into Season 5.
This is supposed to be a surprise? This is...
Oh, wait a minute. Is that other thing with the server browser? Hold on a second.
Little after that. Where pick something in the server browser.
Consistent servers to
consistent servers.
Is that coming in Season 4?
When you pick something in the server...
We're only in Season 3 now, right? Priority feature. So we don't even know when this is coming out. Jesus Christ.
In the game, but it's too late, man.
We're also dedicated to doing a rework pass on 2 maps, New Sobek and Blackwolf Fields, as a holiday surprise.
A rework pass of a map you just put in the game. The game is not even a year old yet, and you're already reworking the maps that you put in. Why did you put them in the first place?
As we'll be dropping a 3rd map into Season 5.
This is supposed to be a surprise. This is going to be Siege of Shanghai or Dawnbreaker, I guess. But it says 3 new maps. Maybe we'll get both. I'll be honest, I think I'm more excited for War Dog.
What's War Dogs?
War Dogs looks sick. I'm hyped for War Dogs.
What's War Dogs? 100 players. We're going to look at that in a second.
The return of naval warfare, so you can experience land, sea, and air battles.
I like that. So here's the good news. By July, we will have...
Oh, my God. Okay, wait a minute. Priority features coming this year. Proximity chat, platoons, server browser, and multiplayer leaderboards. So by Season 5, you might have that?
Have 1, 2, 3. And if you count the one map from the last season, 4, I could rotate between all 4 of those maps and be content for a long time. I can, I guess.
Only when they put the server browser in for you, Kingerd. You're gonna be upset that you have to get kicked out every single time still to pick the maps that you want. You gotta wait for the server browser.
It depends on what these maps are. I think we know what they're, at least 2 of them are. Cairo Bazaar, just big Wake Island, always a pleasure. Railway remake looks promising. Suru Reef looks promising. I don't know, we'll see.
Core gameplay experience in Battlefield, even better.
I spent 3 hours the other night because my PC's secure boot just stopped working for some reason. And since this game requires secure boot to play it,
I'll play this when it comes to Game Pass in T-minus 4 months.
Spent 3 hours trying to figure out how to fix it, and I finally did. But EA, Battlefield Studios, use shortcutting anti-cheat by forcing your players to turn on certain settings in their PCs because you just don't want to have to worry about the extra anti-cheat is a you problem, not an us problem. And none of us should have had to do that. I almost said screw it and uninstalled and then returned to my other 100+ games in my library that don't require secure boot of me. I almost did. I was on my last straw and my last straw happened to work. So we're good now. Now I can play Battlefield 6. The reason I bring that up is because it's hilarious just how out of touch they still are despite spending millions of dollars of promotion money trying to convince us that they knew exactly what we wanted. It'd be one thing if it was every game that required this. It's just part of being a PC owner, like get good, but like it's only Battlefield 6 for me. Nothing else required it.
We're committed to evolving Battlefield. We can't wait to take you on that journey this year and beyond.
But why? So that's the problem. They should have made Battlefield, and they should have made it from the start, not minimum viable product, and then over the next 3 years, they need this game to last until they are ready for every Battlefield to come out every year, which is 2028. This game needs to last through 2027 into 2028 for when they launch that first Battlefield, which is the first, and then every year after that, 28, 29, 30, they want Battlefield to come out every single year. So this is just going to be that silly putty that you're stretching out, that they're going to give you rework the maps, which you know that they're going to be taking the maps they're working on right now and moving them over to the next Battlefield when it comes out and rehash.
It all mostly looks like good stuff. It's just the age-old tale of where was this at launch. I don't believe you when you say you know what we want. Should I reinstall Battlefield?
And the thing is, if people didn't buy this at launch, okay, because you already sent the signal to them. They already got you by the balls because you bought a game that was incomplete, had all these problems, no maps, no nothing, and they won. They won because people bought it. So now the business model is, well, this is it. We know what we can do for the next one. And people will look at it and go, there's no way they can do it again, can they? They did. For 3, for 4, for 5, for Battlefield 2042 and Battlefield 6. And they're going to do it for Battlefield 7 and Battlefield 8 and Battlefield 9. They're going to do the exact same thing. Why? Because it works. It was the biggest selling game of 2025. And even if it's not the biggest next time it comes out, they know what percentage are going to buy it day one because there's no way you could fuck it up again 4 years after the last one.
Battlefield 6 for all the new content. I'm going to play it. I'm going to try it all out.
Well, yeah, because you bought it. You might as well if you've already bought it. So, there you go. Go give TheKingerd a like, a subscribe. Appreciate it. It's a good video. I like how the beginning of it, making fun of them, man. His editing. This is a different style. The way it was edited in the beginning, and then what he was doing here. But I love his editing style. Go check out his other stuff. Good stuff. Yeah, it frustrates me. What was that other game called? War Dogs? Let me see what War Dogs is. War Dogs gameplay 1 month ago. What we know about War Dogs. Is there a video? Early access and beyond. Is it made by Bulkhead?
was it like then pitching War Dogs to publishers?
If you're designing games for everybody, you're kind of designing a game for nobody. Being an actual player and then having to go to publishers and convince effectively bankers why players want this game over a battle royale it's just soul destroying.
Relying solely on data to design games just doesn't work. We don't want to make something that everyone else is making. We want to make something familiar but new.
And this is why War Dogs isn't built for everyone.
People keep saying that War Dogs...
Is this a battle royale, but not a traditional battle royale?
It's going to be a Battlefield killer.
War Dogs is not a Battlefield killer. It's got its own identity. It's fundamentally more tactical in terms of decision making and pacing. It has higher highs due to the risk and reward nature of the cash system.
Behind you, Joe. Got him, got him.
No! Did I get it? Yes!
But that naturally also comes with lower lows and friction that you don't see in smooth-edged AAA releases. And it's friction that helps.
What is all the money that's happening there? What is all the money that's happening on the screen? I hope they go into that.
Shape a game's identity.
For a lot of our design choices, we use this scale to help guide when something...
Okay, I was going to say it feels like an Arma, but they're making it where all of these... Where's the scale between Battlefield 6 and Arma?
It's too hardcore or too arcadey.
Okay.
So if you're trying to explain the game to your friends...
Okay, so it's in between. Get it away from Battlefield 6, okay?
This scale should help you show them where War Dogs sits.
In War Dogs, every life matters. Every decision you make matters. And because of that, the game fundamentally has levels of friction.
Your loadout has a cost, which means every life has a value. So the more equipment you take in...
Okay. This seems very grindy.
The more death can hurt.
War Dogs has no squad spawn system, so you can't just respawn on your friends. You have to make your way back to them.
War Dogs has realistic gunplay. Bullet drop, penetration, ricocheting bullets, we have a lot. It just means that you have to think before you pull the trigger.
This is all friction a publisher will tell you puts people off the game, forgetting that it's the challenges that give games identity in the first place. War Dogs' core session loop is addictive and replayable, but the metagame is a work in progress. Let us show you what will be...
What's happening there? What's happening there? Oh, that money thing will be removed real quickly if it's not done right. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Let's break that down for a second, right? I don't know anything about this game. I knew nothing about it except when TheKingerd brought it up in the thing. I was like, what is that? I'm bringing this up. Okay. What is the difference from a gaming perspective? I have $1,000. I'm like, oh, cool. I have $1,000. Now I can buy a pistol, a flak jacket, and some bullets. That's it, right? Now I go out in the world, sort of like an extraction shooter. And now as I kill things, I make more money, but then I die. So now it's like a roguelike type of thing, right? Instead of me just picking the thing I want, now I have to spend money to make my loadout. But if I lose, and again, I don't know yet, do you lose the money when you die? Do you have to extract with that money? Do you have to get to a certain thing? Or is the money like XP, and the XP is what I'm using to spend on the next thing?
Building while we're in early access, and why you will be able to continue to play War Dogs for years to come.
It's kind of like Counter-Strike. Is this out now?
Throughout a season in early access, you'll be able to optionally exchange.
I have a question now. Hold on, before he even says anything. Is there a microtransaction store in this early access game? This is a perk for Assault class. No, I know what that is. I was talking about just the game in general when you have to pay for your loadout. Gold exchange. Exchange cash for gold bars. Okay. So as you're playing the game, you're getting gold, but there's an economy inside of here?
Your banked cash you've earned for in-game gold bars. Gold bars are the end-game currency that you use to purchase end-game cosmetics that become permanently unlocked.
the gold bars are real currency?
Your account. Now, here's where things get spicier. The exchange rate of cash to gold bars will fluctuate daily, which means every time that you log in, you, alongside the rest of the community, will have...
Why? Why? Why?
A choice. Do you invest now, or do you buy in the dip?
At the end of a season, you'll...
Is this real money? Is this real money or in-game currency? If it's in-game currency, cool. If it's real money, what are we doing?
Cash and XP progression will reset with your cash auto-converted into gold bars. This will allow newer players to be on a more level playing field with veterans and us as developers to overhaul the meta progression throughout early access.
Your gold bars and cosmetics from a season will stay permanently on your account across seasons.
Is it real money? Like, can you buy this currency? That's the thing I want to know. Yeah, I don't know. I'm asking. If it's real money that you convert into gold bars, what the fuck are we doing? And if it's in-game currency, okay, I'm okay with that.
On top of the core loop, we'll have the following features planned, which will permanently reward your time spent.
Because the way they're saying is you get the gold bars, and you spend it on cosmetics, and the cosmetics go along with you on the thing. Well, cosmetics, in my head, are all things that you're not earning anymore that you have to purchase with, right?
In the game. Player skills will give you a meaningful way to build permanent account value across seasons. By simply playing the way that you want to, you'll earn skill points every time that you rank up.
Whether you're a medic looking to revive faster, an infantry player refining weapon handling, or a pilot optimizing fuel efficiency, you can invest your skill points into the roles that match your playstyle. This incremental but permanent progression ensures that veterans can feel their efforts paying off.
Yeah, but why do I need the money aspect of that? Why can't I just do that?
The challenge system will provide extra short-term goals as a way to reward exploring different playstyles, earning you additional resources for your account, which can be invested in the black market.
Now, this is a big one. We want you to be able to spend your earnings in more interesting ways outside of the match, so you're geared up for the next time you play or your mates come back online.
That can mean bribing an arms dealer to smuggle you weapons or ammo overnight, or dealing with the seedy underground of culture and placing wagers, betting you can kill 10 enemies in one
What's happening here?
Life in the next match.
For time-strapped players, we want to add the ability to invest your cash and upgrade your own businesses. Hear me out.
What's happening right now? I need to know if this is real money that you can purchase dollars. Is it zero actual money to convert this and it's just all earned? This changes everything if it's real money or if it's in-game currency.
Your side hustle businesses making you items for the next time you and your mates get back online to play is the true end game. Buying out a weapon or a vehicle manufacturer will enable you to produce custom loadouts and items that you like to use the most, cheaper than the in-match vendor. And remember, this is a 100% player-driven sandbox. If you're really business savvy, you should consider unlocking high-level...
I like what he's saying here. If there's no real cash involved, pay the game, play the game, buy the game once, in-game currency happening. I could be an arms dealer. I could sell stuff. This sounds great if it's in-game. If I have to purchase shark cards to convert into actual currency for the gold bar, this is a hard out.
Items and then selling them to other players in the match via supply crates with your own markup to make a profit, or just compete and sell them cheaper than the guy next to you.
The black market meta features will be entirely optional if you just want to run a gun and earn your cash that way. But for the players who want to min-max their cash spending and time spent in and out of the game, there's a real potential to profit more over a season compared to someone only buying weapons and vehicles from the in-game vendors.
Finally, we have the Vault. Every gold bar, item, weapon or vehicle you obtain from the black market ends up in your personal vault and is redeemed.
Oh, I can see it. Spending cash to expand your slots.
For free in future matches. The size of your vault will be capped, but upgradable permanently. Another endgame goal for you to optionally work towards.
The metagame is the thing that packages up War Dogs as an experience players can stick with. Like we said, it's not already on day one. This is something we're building during our time in early access, but it's something that has been designed and the foundations are in. This is not a pipe dream. Let us know in the comments what you think about the metagame and if it's something you could see yourself getting into.
Is it real money or not?
There are many more features we want to add to the game alongside the usual content drops, balance patches, and quality of life updates throughout early access. But it will take time as we develop towards the full release and console versions of War Dogs. We have over 350,000 wishlisters already on Steam now, so we're preparing for a strong early access launch later this year. But we're also expecting a drop-off. That's completely normal for most games. War Dogs isn't being built for everyone. It's being made for players who really get what we're trying to do.
I understand what you're doing. Just need to know if it's a real cash shop or if it's in-game currency that I'm earning once I buy your game once.
With the recent discourse around player numbers with various high-profile AAA flops, we want to make sure we're realistic about our own expectations for the War Dogs community straight out of the gate, as we don't need the same profits massive AAA releases do to keep the lights on. If War Dogs settles somewhere between...
I like how he... Gotta keep those lights on.
Between 3,000 to 10,000 daily concurrent players, that's success to us. Look at games like Squad and Hell Let Loose, games that launch with a...
Okay. I like how they're coming out with the low numbers. I just want to know if the low numbers like this is fine. They'll probably get, obviously, if it's not paid like a gacha game type of thing. Okay, I think the numbers could be way higher. It'll drop off, but I think these current competes, what he's talking about, could be good.
Strong identity and knew the players they were making the game for and why. Still being played by thousands of players every day, years after their release. That level of community support for War Dogs will keep servers active, and the community will always be able to play and host their own servers no matter what.
This guy is saying a lot of nice things. He is. Right? He's saying all the things, right? Stop killing game type of stuff. But what about those? What about the money in the game? You didn't make it clear if it's real or not.
Every additional copy sold to a new player will be directly funding future content. It's that simple. You buy the game, you play it, or we can keep building.
Okay, so he kind of said it there. Buy the game, supports the company, right? Let's rewind that.
No matter what. Every additional copy sold to a new player will be directly funding future content. It's that simple. You buy the game, you play it, or we can keep building upon the early access foundations we're talking about right now, long into the future. And we haven't forgotten. The winner of our custom War Dogs branded 5090 graphics card is Spears91. Our community manager, Lossie, will be in touch with you in the coming days to sort out getting this to you. War Dogs is available to wishlist on Steam now, and anyone can sign up to our closed play tests.
War Dogs clarifying microtransactions.
Hey everyone, this is a very quick video to clarify one of the questions we were asked yesterday in an effort to be as transparent and as clear as we possibly can be. In the video yesterday, I was asked, will there be a cash shop and ways to buy in-game money with real money? We answered no, emphatically. Fuck no.
No. No. The answer is no.
And that is the truth. It is
a
big no. We do not want to allow players to buy cash. And I then went on to say, I don't want to sell skins either. I think when you see skins, you should know they've been earned via the game. If you could buy or pay for more cash, this would be the same thing as buying those endgame.
Correct.
Skins. But there are two.
You had to clarify this, right?
Things that are worrying me. We've seen a lot of comments of people saying, no monetization, this is amazing. We've also seen a lot of people saying, well, if you haven't got monetization, how are you going to continue to support the game? But that wasn't exactly what I said. So,
here we go.
Just want to clarify that, look, we have no plans for monetization in early access.
All right. In early access.
But will the game receive some kind of monetization in the future? Probably, yeah.
No, don't say probably. Just say yes. Just say yes.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. Fair monetization.
But why are they so dodgy about it?
But that wasn't exactly what I said. So I just want to clarify that, look, we have no plans for monetization in early access.
In early access.
But will the game receive some kind of monetization in the future? Probably.
Probably?
Yeah, I'm sure it will.
Or yes. Which one is it? Probably or yes? Probably means maybe. Yes means yes.
Fair monetization allows studios of our size to justify continuing bringing you additional content and features for the long term post the 1.0 release. And that's what we intend to do, whether that's 1,000 players or 10,000 players playing our game. We're just a bit worried that people are reading comments and hearing something that isn't entirely true. So, to clarify in brass tacks, there are currently no plans for monetization.
Currently, in early access.
But that does not mean that in the future we won't have some form of monetization.
Is it the gold bars in your game? If you just clarify this off the top, you'll sell a lot more copies. Let me tell you that. If you say it clear, there's no second guessing. Just say, no, you're not buying the money. If you want to sell skins, cool. Okay. If you want to sell stuff and have monetization, fine. Just say you're not buying currency.
We will not allow players to buy cash or skins in-game.
In early access or in the game once it comes out?
They must be earned.
Okay.
We are, however, considering some kind of supporters pack for anyone who wants to help support our vision for the full release of War Dogs.
That's fine.
And that'll likely include a small amount of one-time cosmetics as part of that pack. And this will allow you to show other players.
Well, it's stupid anyway. Anytime you do that, it's a support, but you'll never wear that package because you're going to get something else in the game anyway.
You're an early supporter of War Dogs development. But to provide you all with more confidence, I can commit that we will not monetize the game whilst we are in early access.
We're not going to monetize the game in early access. All right, that's clear. That's great. But I buy the game, I play the game, now 6 months down the line, you release, and all of a sudden there's monetization. But what?
That means no battle pass, no paid store, skins will be earned through play.
Okay.
I'm sorry for the potential confusion there. We will try and make
I'm still confused. I'll be honest with you.
Clearer going forward, as honesty and transparency was our goal, and we're very aware of how every modern game is being overloaded with predatory monetization. We just want to build a great game.
I hear you. It sounds like it's a great game. Sounds like a great game. I'm still a little dodgy though on the, is that gold earned in game? Convert that money that's on the screen, $838 into gold bars. Let's just say every 1,000 is one gold bar. Every 10,000 is one gold bar, right? Grindy type of stuff. Like if it converts, I shoot something. I'm like, let's look back this up for a second.
Being overloaded with
as he's shooting,
we just want to build a great game.
As he's shooting, 838. Right, he's got the bonus or whatever it is on the screen. Right, he's got 838 points, score, kill, assists. Got 838. That goes in. If I get 10,000, I can maybe convert that into one gold bar. I need 10 gold bars to it's 100,000 or whatever to get to something. You know what I mean?
That gets our vision and allow those players to optionally support us more than the entry price if you want to. I hope this extra clarity doesn't dampen your excitement for the game. So as a thank you, here's some footage of me crashing a helicopter in a playtest recently.
This is the one where you hit the building. You already saw this. You already saw this right here. Minus 7,500. You kill a teammate, so you can lose the money. Okay, I think this clarifies a little bit. Because if I had to pay money, well, actually it's money, not gold bars, right? But you can lose money for killing people on your team, right? So he lost $12,947 total of his $89,451. I'm still a little confused. Like, I really am. I'm still a little confused. They haven't... Did they do something else here? Let's see. Answering your questions. Evolving the King of the Hill. Game mode explain. Announcement trailer. Okay, we're going to watch all of these. I'm interested. I am. I'm interested.
War Dogs is a tactical all-out warfare FPS, where 100 players split across 3 teams fight over one control zone.
100 players split across 3 teams.
Every 30 seconds, the team with the most players in the control zone earns 1 point.
Okay.
And the first team to reach 100 points wins the match.
Okay. All right. I like what I'm hearing so far.
A core aspect of War Dogs is the underlying persistent economy. Every life, you're able to build your own custom loadout, purchasing whatever equipment you want to use before heading into the control zone.
Now, I have a question. Maybe they answer this in this video. I don't know. Okay. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how do you split 100 people across 3 teams? That means there's 1 extra guy. What is he doing? Well, not even. There's 10 guys, right? How do you? It's 99 players. There's extra 1 guy, right? Because if it's 3 teams, it's 33 per team, right? That's 66. That's 99. Yeah, you have 1 extra guy. He's the war dog. Yeah. So, what was I about to say? I completely lost my fucking train of thought. Let me rewind here for a second.
Purchasing whatever equipment you want.
Oh, is it like an extraction though now, where if someone kills me, they can pick up my loadout, or is it I just lose it?
To use before heading into the control zone. During a match, players earn in-game cash for completing any team play
in-game cash,
such as killing enemies, reviving teammates, or even skillfully piloting friendly players into the control zone.
I mean, I love this idea, right? If I just want to be a helicopter pilot and I'm bringing people down and I'm getting paid every time I deploy someone, that's cool.
Everything a player does to help their team earns cash.
Obviously, let's take the cash out of this. Just playing old school Battlefield, everything you do in the game is helping your teammate because you're working as a team to do the mission.
With profits from each game banked into their account to spend in the next match.
Okay. So you get it to earn it, to spend it in the next match, so you're not buying it within the match that you're getting now.
Spending big on better equipment is always a risk, as you might not always make a profit. But the right choice at the right time could turn the tide of the battle and yield massive returns. In War Dogs, we don't just encourage team play, we actually reward it. Teamwork always pays, and cash is king.
To maximize your profits and your team's chances of capturing the control zone, you can opt to chase down the hot zone, a moving subzone within the larger control zone that pays out double cash when inside it.
That's just to get people to fight more.
In this hot zone, players also count as double towards their players' team count, meaning you have the potential to swing the outcome of a match.
Just stay out of the zone. Stay out of the zone.
And influence explosive firefights with the game's more competitive players.
Roles in War Dogs are entirely player-defined, with every item you add to your loadout offering unique ways to earn cash and experience points. XP is earned across 6 progression tracks and unlocks access to purchasing additional items for your loadout at the in-match vendor. Being a medic, sniper, artillery or ground support, a tank commander or a humble builder. No matter how you want to play, War Dogs gives players
I like that.
as the tools to play in their own way and shape a 100% player-driven sandbox.
Squad sizes in War Dogs are unlimited.
This is called War Dogs, just enough.
Limited, so no friend ever gets left out when you're trying to decide what game to play in your evenings. Squadding up also provides additional UI, vehicle squad locking for better coordination, and more communication tools, including
I like that. I like what I'm hearing there.
Squad voice chat.
On top of the foundry.
There's also proximity chat
46 northeast.
to help you communicate with your teammates around you or just mess with your enemies' heads.
Fully destructible environment, proximity chat, maps look gigantic. I'm liking everything I'm seeing here. My biggest concern was about that money.
100 players, 3 teams, fighting over one control.
That doesn't make sense though. 3 teams, so one team has 1 more extra person.
Create unique and personal loadouts with whatever weapons, gear, and vehicles you want to use to play your own way.
They should really just say 99 people, 3 teams.
With no restrictions on squad sizes and no traditional lock roles, you're free to play however you want.
So wait, whoa.
Use to play your own way. With no restrictions on squad sizes.
No restriction on squad sizes. That means we could be a group of 2. We could be a group of 20. We could be the whole team in one squad. All right, now I like that as well.
And no traditional lock roles, you're free to play however you want. Capture the control zone or take the hot zone to earn even more in-game cash and bank it into your account.
This is basically what we did in Battlefield Bad Company 2 back in the day. We would have 3 squads. We'd have like 12 to 16 people, okay, playing all in Xbox chat, playing. We own the server.
Spend the next time that you play. This is War Dogs.
All right, so we got that. We got that. What else did I got here? That was the game mode. Evolving King of the Hill mode. All right.
My armor nickname is Samatra. My real name is Andrei Zanin. I'm the original developer and designer of the King of the Hill mod in Arma.
Right from the start, we knew we had to collaborate and work with the original founders of the King of the Hill mod, Sumatra and Roid Rage.
I fell in love with that mod and playing it. The idea of like persistence, all of the actions that you're doing being worth something. What you do in this game matters for the next or the one after, and so on and so on. We never played Arma 3 King of the Hill and said, I just want to make this exactly. Even Sumatra and Roy.
I've always been interested in Arma. I have.
I think we'd say that there was always more that they wanted to do. War Dogs is a chance to evolve King of the Hill as a game mode.
When I saw the first playable versions of the game here, I realized if it's going to be anything, this is exactly the thing it should be.
And we wanted to sit down and play with them and have that conversation in real time. Things we were looking at in King of the Hill that we liked and wanted to amp up, maybe things that we didn't like so much that we wanted to tone down.
The essence is captured perfectly.
The foundation is there. The core gameplay is there.
And the most important thing for me, I wanted to keep playing.
With King of the Hill and it as a mode, there aren't other examples other than Arma 3 King of the Hill. So the way that people approach that mode, play the mode, engage with it, community aspects, how people play different roles, all of that feedback that we get from them, it was priceless, really.
Since we have so much experience with the project, we have a lot of insight on how different things play out. And I think that's one of the core reasons why Bulkhead hired us.
Bulkhead was one of the guys making the Transformers game, by the way.
Whilst we honor that source material, we are looking to build something new and exciting.
We're trying to take that secret sauce from the game mode and bring it to a wider audience. The second-to-second combat is wildly different to Arma. The tools we're able to add, the role items, the equipment you're able to get and use, that's where we can make it a lot more interesting and reward the other roles that aren't just infantry, foot soldier, or being a pilot.
So the entire game mode of this is King of the Hill.
We've actually iterated on the meta progression system. We have our progression tracks and roles.
Really elevating destruction. We want the world to react to you as a player.
Yeah.
The world changes, reacts, and evolves as the match is going on. We're bringing building to War Dogs. We're building no two games will ever play the same.
Player-driven, emergent gameplay. The landscape will change based on how players...
I like how it's large teams, though. It's not like 3 people versus 3 people versus 3 people versus 3 people, right? So you don't know who... Like, you can stay as a squad and move together. I like that.
Interact with building.
The King of the Hill mode enables us to find that perfect spot between milsim and arcade shooters. If you're a milsim fan, yes, there's things here for you. If you're a Battlefield player, a Call of Duty player, and you want more depth, there's stuff for you.
Is he talking to me? I'm those things.
Too.
It's for shooter fans and everyone else. It's kind of wanted to make a sandbox where your piece of the battle can be just as important as someone else's without you having to pick up a gun and shoot people. It is fundamentally a shooter game, but there's more facets to it than just running them.
It's like what Star just said. Give me reasons to go do a mission over in this category, in this area. All right, so there you go. We're piecing everything together here, chat. We're piecing everything together. What else we got here? Answer your questions. How long is this one?
Will there be a cash shop and ways to buy in-game money with real money? Fuck no.
In early access.
Is it going to be an arcade shooter like Battlefield and Call of Duty, or is it going to be more like a realistic shooter like Tarkov, Squad, and Arma Reforger? It's somewhere in the middle. Everyone's trying to label it as it's this plus this, or it's that meets that. It's kind of its own thing.
There is certainly an element of arcade, how the game feels, how it's responsive, how it's fluid, how it's reactive, and potentially something like the UI, how it kind of shows as the kill has happened. We don't want you to be fighting the game when you're playing, but for the general gameplay, realism is the way that we lean.
All right, that's what we're doing right there.
Playing, but for the general
Sarge,
game,
we're doing this.
Realism is the.
If the game doesn't have a cash shop and stuff like that, this is me and Sarge right here, right here. Sarge's look out. I'm sniping. Okay, this is the team. Hell, Mr. Luke and I. This is what we're doing. This right here excites me about stuff. It's just that cash shop thing that I just don't understand, the gold bar thing.
Way that we lean.
Progression system. Will we be able to unlock things playing the game outside of just buying gun accessories and other things in the match? Yeah, pretty much everything in the game is behind a progression system. Depending on the style of play that you like or the way that you like playing, you'll be able to unlock content that will be somewhat related to that style of play.
So the more you play, the more you can unlock, and the way you play determines.
So if I just want to be a builder, I'm building stuff. So in the beginning of the game, no one's a builder. I'm a builder. I start leveling up. Now I can put sandbags down. Now I can dig holes. Now I can put a turret up. I can build things for my team to help my team. If that's what they're doing, excellent.
What you unlock. So if you like playing a certain way, you'll be rewarded for playing that way consistently.
100 players over 3 teams. The math ain't mathin'.
That's right. The math ain't mathin'.
This is probably the question that we knew we would get asked the most when designing this game for 4 years.
Really, it's up to 100 players is actually what we say. Server admins could set the server cap to 80 anyway, or 81, or whatever you wanted, right?
Because of the length of the game, players will...
Yeah, but why? It's not divisible, so just say 99. Because if there's 3 full teams, that's 99 people.
Drop in and drop out of the session and won't be there for the entire match. The likely chance is for the majority of the game, the team numbers will be swapping between around 27 to 33 people per team. But you are right, if it does have 100 players, one team will have an extra player.
The disadvantage.
Will there be a cash shop and ways to buy in-game money with real money? Fuck no.
No. No.
The answer is no.
Now, I know it's edited. I believe them. I believe what they're saying for early access because none of them looked up or did anything to try to be like, because if they know the answer, they'll hold it back.
We're not like a big AAA studio where we need like millions of dollars to keep the lights on, but we can't pretend that we don't need money to keep going. We're not trying to be this hugely massive player-based game. We're not trying to beat Battlefield.
I'll tell you what though, they're not trying to, but if they make a game, chat, if they make this game and it does exactly what it says it's doing, and there is 0 microtransactions where I'm converting real money into that currency to then spend on cosmetics, they're going to have way more than 10,000 people playing this game concurrently.
We'll take on Call of Duty. We're not trying to do anything like that. We're making a game that we want to make because we want to play it. In terms of monetizing it, like, I'm staunchly against us having paid skins in the game. When you see a player with skins, you should know that that player has earned that through their actions in the game, not they have more money. I think just keep delivering good content to players and keep being transparent, and you guys keep coming back. That's the plan.
What kind of stuff will be looted? I mean,
paid for maps? Like, what are we talking about? You know what I mean? I would be okay with that. Like if they had a map pack that you could buy?
Munition, meds, literally anything. All items.
But no loot, like in the sense of like an extraction shooter.
Anything that you can buy, anything that anyone can buy, you can loot. 100-player multiplayer game.
Wait, what was that? You can loot. Hold on.
What kind of stuff will be looted? Ammunition, meds.
Okay.
Literally anything. All items.
But no loot, like in the sense of like an extraction shooter.
Anything that you can buy, anything that anyone can buy, you can loot. 100-player multiplayer games on a gigantic map in UE5. Gotta have
somebody's mum would buy their kid, and we shoved it under a desk over there. That's our like.
Did my stream just fail? Or am I still with you guys? Do they make money on the sales like No Man's Sky?
Base spec.
Because we come from a time releasing games.
I think we had a hiccup on YouTube.
Competitive games where frames that are high, input latency being low. These are kind of some of the most important things for us.
There's a lot more games that come out that are UE, right? Ease of access to Unreal Engine as a platform. It's opened it up for people to be able.
No, it was my side as well. I didn't know what was happening there for a second.
Able to make games, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to be highly optimized games. Let's imagine that you can't draw, right? And then Will can draw, and I give Will a pen, and he draws this amazing picture. Then I give you a pen, and you draw a shit picture. Is that the pen's fault?
Wait a minute. Wait, what is this? Hold on a second. Let's back up here.
It's opened it up for people to be able to make games, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to be highly optimized games.
Right.
Let's imagine that you can't draw, right? Okay. And then Will can draw, and I give Will a pen, and he draws this amazing picture.
Great, Will.
Then I give you a pen, and you draw a shit picture. Is that the pen's fault?
Is he saying he's saying people making games? Is that what he's saying?
Moving on.
Will War Dogs be a battlefield killer? No.
It will not be a battlefield killer.
I don't think Battlefield's really going anywhere.
No. It's going to stand on its own 2 feet.
We can coexist with them.
But would we like to provide a different experience in a similar vein? Absolutely. Our goal is to have a consistent, dedicated player base of 3,000 to 10,000 players.
3,000 to 10,000 players. That's a nice segment. I think they'll get more than that. I do. I think they'll get more than that if they do it correctly and there's none of that monetization shit.
Coming and playing the game every night.
It will not be a battlefield killer.
Right, Battlefield is killing itself.
But we wouldn't mind having a little dig at it.
How will matchmaking and team balance work? I'm worried that people might quit lobbies where they're getting steamrolled. I mean, matchmaking...
It doesn't really matter, and that's where the money comes in, right? If you're being steamrolled, but whatever you do during that match, you're progressing your character, right? So if the other team's steamrolling and they're winning the match, but I'm still taking out people or still building things or still flying the helicopter, I'm still leveling up, I'm still making money, I can still... Obviously, you're going to get less money if you don't win, but at least you can still progress towards things, right?
We only use server browser.
There's no skill-based matchmaking or aggression-based matchmaking or anything else. There's always a bigger fish and there's always a littler fish. And without skill-based matchmaking,
how are you going to stop cheaters?
Sometimes you get to be the big fish.
What I would say is winning in War Dogs is not the most important thing. It is obviously great, but it's really...
Yeah, see, he's saying the same thing.
About your cash and how much you've done in the game
Yes.
and how you're helping the team.
That makes sense now why the cash is in the game. Because if the cash is not in the game, it's just win or lose, and you're getting steamrolled, you'll just leave. But if you're getting steamrolled, you still can make a dent in what you want to do.
So even if you are on the losing team, you can still have really good runs where you're making a lot of money, potentially more money than the people that are on the winning team.
Yes.
Will it be PC only, or will it come to PS5 and Xbox? We absolutely want to come to Xbox and PlayStation. Don't worry, we haven't forgotten about you guys. We're coming to console. That's our plan, we just don't know when.
2030. Well, we see you guys. We hear your feedback. We'll be on console, on Project Helix, and PlayStation 6 by 2030.
See ya.
How broad is persistence? Full cash plus inventory, match to match? or is it session based? How do you lose your stuff, losing a life, a match? I would say that the persistence that we have is probably the first level that we intended to release with throughout our designs.
Early access launch, it's keeping your cash. That's the persistence, it's just your cash.
Yeah, just the cash.
The plan for full release is the metagame.
What about if I die, I lose my shit? What about if I go through a whole match and I don't? You see, how does that work? If I buy a $4,000 assault rifle with all the attachments and stuff, if I die in 2 seconds, do I lose that or do I have it for that match? You know what I mean? Like, do I have that loadout for that match and that's what I'm using? And if I die in 2 seconds or if I don't die, does it carry over to the next thing or just the cash?
Able to engage with minigames outside of the session itself and make sure that you're collecting equipment, items, and tools you need, like overnight where you sleep, while you're at work. And we've got some other really cool things around player skills, being able to be better at the things you want to do and push your character to feel really like your character. But right now, early access is cash. That's the persistence. Early access release time frame. When?
When is the playtest? And then this guy says when in massive caps. I'm not sure I'm supposed
Well, when massive caps, it's just caps.
to be saying that on camera because we haven't publicly said it. But it is this year, but it is later this year. Playtests will start before that, of course.
And in terms of early access, how long we're staying in there, we're going to stay in there between 12 months and 24 months, right? It really depends on how you guys feel about the game. We don't want to rush something out that isn't ready, but we do want to get it in your hands at this point. This is the time where we work together with players to kind of morph into what it should be, what it
half price
could be, and ultimately what it will end up as.
Thank you for your questions. Obviously, if you have more questions, drop them on this.
Is it half price for early access? I don't know. Well, look at that. We found a game we didn't even know about because we watched Kingerd's video. Thanks, Kingerd. Let's see. Is Kingerd's question, is that list of cards? List of cards? What do you mean? We'll be on the console through Steam Launcher on Xbox, right? Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited, intrigued, I should say, not excited, right? I want a game like that. I've been thinking about getting Armor Reforge. This game seems like it would be the game that would fit that bill. I don't understand that whole stock market thing. I mean, I understand the stock market. I don't understand that whole thing with the gold bars, earning the stuff, doing the stock markets. I don't know what all that is. I'm going to need more information on all that. But the game itself looks actually pretty good. The larger teams, I like the fact that you're not locked into like it's a 4-man squad, a 3-man squad. You can have 33 people all in the same squad. Oh, the cards they also are reading the questions from about Battlefield. I gotcha. So I'm interested in what they have. So we'll be following this. We'll follow this much more closely now moving forward. So I'm going to subscribe to their channel so I know more what's going on. Yeah. It's very weird the way he's like, we have no microtransactions. We're not having microtransactions. Fuck no. During early access. It's like, what? So for 2 years, a year to 2 years, you're not going to have any microtransactions. But as soon as the game launches, you're going to have some sort of microtransactions. Okay. The gold barred market looks like a way for developers to make it grindier than it has to be. I'm okay with that. Like, if you want to play the stock market and that's what you want to play within a war game and you make money, sure. But he did say, like, do it after overnight and stuff while you're sleeping. John says, I'm intrigued but skeptical. Agreed. I got to know more about the gold bar stuff. Eclipse says, yeah, I'm excited for it. Just need to know more about the microtransactions. Tell me sweet little lies. Yeah, we're at no microtransactions in early access. It's like, he says, no, yeah. So we're all like, yeah. That's how it turned out. Asher says, I'm considering buying Over the Top World War One. Is it still on sale? I don't know if it's still on sale, but it's a fantastic game. It's fun. I don't know if you'll put in thousands of hours into it, but it's definitely a fun game to boot up and play. And it's not full price. All right, chat. That's going to do it for us today. We got an extra 46 minutes today. We'll be back tonight for our podcast right here on 30NSG, Generation X Gaming, a weekly podcast that goes over a few of the top stories in the past week, and we rant along the way. Who knows? Maybe we'll talk about this with Sarge on tonight's show as well. If you guys like it, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. If you'd like to go above and beyond that, you become a member as little as $5. Kraken says, 30, will you be covering the Path of Exile 2 update? Not today. Maybe we could do it tomorrow because we have a extra stream tomorrow. You guys hit the goal for the extra stream on Friday. So we had 10 super chats this week, and we'll be doing a Friday stream tomorrow morning around, I want to say about 11 o'clock. So make sure you keep up to date, subscribe to the channel, join our Discord. Appreciate it very much. And check out our music. We have music over on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Store, and stuff like that. We'll send you off. We'll send you off with, let's see, what song should I put out for the outro today? I think we'll do one that's not live yet. I played it in the beginning. We'll play it again. Let's see. We'll do the DRM one. I appreciate you guys very much. I'll see you guys tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. If I don't see you tonight, I'll see you tomorrow morning for the Friday stream. You guys have a great rest of your day, evening, or night, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.
Can claim